can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome, welcome one and all to today's live stream. That's right, y'all. We've got a good one for you today. It's preseason, and first and foremost, I do want to say hello to everybody who's out there right now. Let me just double check and make sure that my YouTube is up and running the way that it's supposed to be. Had some minor technical difficulties here. Let me go ahead and exit this quick page right now. Starting to get some computer glitches, but I'm wondering if that could be easily corrected here. So here we go. Let's close this out. Go to my YouTube page. Just quickly double check and make sure that everything is up and running. View the channel. Check it out. Looks like we are live. Yeah, looks like everything's good to go. Pop out the analytics here. Pop out the chat. Close this out real quick like. That way my RAM doesn't get overloaded. Okay, so we are good to go. What is up, everyone? We've got Donzel in the house. Robert Zamora says everything sounds good. Sounds good to me, Robert. What's up, man? How you guys doing? Karina is in the house. Gary in the house. CMC you later saying like and share early, gang. Appreciate that, CMC. We've got Rev saying I am seeing and hearing you loud and clear. Rock and roll. I had some issues earlier. Looks like Manuela has joined first down. Gray 59 is in the house. We got Team True Glam in the house. Richard Martin, what's up? Brandy, good to have you in here, girl. And to everybody else, I saw you had that mix up earlier. Hazer also in the house. Isaiah, Riz, Bruce Wayne. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Kenneth, what's up, dude? He says working good. Appreciate that. Love it, love it, love it. So, guys, welcome to the 2025 NFL season. We did cover the first game, the Hall of Fame game, and the Hall of Fame game actually went pretty well. A few new gadgets, a few new gizmos, including the scoreboard. Already I can see something that I'm going to have to make a quick adjustment here on the scoreboard, but that is totally fine. So the timeouts need to be reset here. You can see that I'm making all of the adjustments. It's going to be Muhammad all me. I will keep the clock running. I will keep the downs going right here. You can see this changing to second, third down. All of this is going to be done by me. So if it's ever off, I do encourage you guys to correct me, those of you who are watching the game at the same time, or if I say we're in a commercial break but this thing is still running, tell me. Let me know in the chat. I will glance over there and make sure that it's all taken care of. What up, Nia? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. So when we get touchdowns, we will see the touchdown board light up and say touchdown, and then the 6 points will be added. When we get a field goal or a field goal opportunity, not only will we get it done like that, but I will actually bring it up and actually show you where we are when it comes to the field goal attempt. So 27-yard field goal attempt, 30, 40-yard field goal attempt, whatever that might be, I will have that there for you. I'm also going to have the flags this season, so you can see up over here, flag, penalty marker, and if the flag or play is under review, we will have the review board there. Not only that, guys, but I can even let you know what the penalty is. Seahawks holding this way when there's a lull in the action. You guys don't have to ask, hey, what's the holdup? What's going on? I've got it all taken care of for you guys. So this is going to be something new that we're going to get used to, and that's why we are doing these preseason games. The more snaps and the more repetitions I can get into it now before the season starts, the better the live streams are going to be when it comes to high-action football. So this is what we're going to be doing. Now, moving on from the new technical pieces, there are some new pieces on both of these teams, and we're going to talk about that right here, right now. Let's start with the away team, which today would be the Las Vegas Raiders. And we're going to start actually by taking a look at a reminder from where they were last year, and then we'll talk about their new players and their new expectations for this year. So last season, It was not great for the Las Vegas Raiders. Just looking at the offense, without Geno Smith, obviously this is one of the main pieces here. Of course, Pete Carroll being the head coach of this team, and on the opposite sideline from his former team against the Seattle Seahawks, preseason already having good storylines as we get into this. But take a look at this, guys. Last season, the Las Vegas Raiders, with Aiden O'Connell throwing the football, with Aiden O'Connell throwing the football, they put up 18 points per game. That was 29th in the NFL out of 32 qualifying teams. When it came to yards per game, yards per play, third down efficiency, all at the very bottom of the table. And by just 1 point right here, they were not at the bottom of the table when it came to red zone efficiency. But offensively, this Raiders team was anemic. They could not move the football. Of course, Davante Adams being, injured and then moving to the Jets definitely hurt them. But there were some bright spots, like, for instance, Brock Bowers was an absolute stud last season. One of the best playmakers of the NFL, one of the bright spots, not just of this team, but of the division here in the AFC West. Guys, I'm telling you, Brock Bowers is the real deal. And now that he's got Geno Smith throwing the football, things are going to get a lot better. Not only did Brock Bowers have a good season, but our boy Jakobi Meyers actually broke 1,000 yards for the first time in his career, despite not having a real quarterback last season. Now they've got Pete Carroll. Not only do they have Pete Carroll as a head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders, they've also got Tom Brady with his fingers inside that Raiders pot. And you know what's happening with Tom Brady up at the top. It's trickle-down economics, baby, at least from football perspective. I expect the Las Vegas Raiders to do some special things here moving forward. What is up, Susan, in the chat? Nia saying L season for the Raiders. Last season for the Raiders was definitely an L. David Baco, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. My name is Nia saying Maxx Crosby. You know him. You love him. He's part of the reason that this team wasn't completely abysmal. Maxx Crosby had a pretty solid defensive season, and the rest of the Las Vegas Raiders defensively actually weren't so bad. But I will say this. They have changed a lot of starting players. Like, literally, I was doing the board, and I'll show you guys here in just a second. They only have 3 of their 11 starting players from last season as starters this year. And it's because Pete Carroll said, you know what, man, I think we can do better. And that's exactly what has happened. And I'll break that down here for you guys in just a moment. What is up, Dominic? I see you out there. Mr. Green, I see you. Gary, hello, hello. Brandy saying, welcome to Donzel. What up, Donzel? And I see Death Valley Films saying, Raiders! Oh, get off my lawn saying, you haven't seen me since the season ended. Really? Did you not watch our basketball? I've even covered baseball this season, man. That's okay. Football fans are football fans, and that's why this is Football Nation. The rest of it was just fun stuff. Kyle checking in saying, nice time. At work was horrible. 15 minutes left. Our whole grocery store, internet crashed. Oh, my gosh, bro. Well, I got you, Kyle. Hopefully, I can make your day just a little bit brighter today. Okay, guys. Appreciate you, David. I'm going to step away from the chat for just a minute so I can run through this here real quick, guys. Points per game allowed. It still wasn't great for the Las Vegas Raiders, but at least it's not red. Nothing in this area is red. So, and I do genuinely and honestly believe that the Las Vegas Raiders made some serious improvements. Let's start by looking at what they've done on the offensive side of the football here. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders offense is as follows, y'all. So at quarterback, we will see Geno Smith this season slinging the rock for the Las Vegas Raiders. And, of course, the biggest new piece, the nicest, newest, shiniest toy for the Las Vegas Raiders right now is running back Ashton Jeanty. Unfortunately, because it is preseason, guys, we will not be seeing either of these two gentlemen playing today, and that's okay. You don't want to break the horse before you even, before it even gets out of the stable here. So we don't want anything to happen to these two players. We're not going to see them today. We are instead going to get to see probably a combination. I don't even know if we'll see Aiden O'Connell, if I'm being honest. Let me see if I can't go back here. I don't even think we're going to be seeing Aiden O'Connell. We'll probably end up seeing Cam Miller today, but I will let you know as I see it unfold on my screen. Now, behind Ashton Jeanty in the running back room, guys, we are going to have Raheem Mostert from the Miami Dolphins, which is a pretty solid pickup there as well. Of course, Zamir White will still be here, and Sincere McCormick. Now, Sincere McCormick last season had to deal with some injury, but Sincere McCormick had some pretty solid flashes, dude. And I would not be surprised if he passed up Zamir White on the depth chart, because Zamir White, let's face it, guys, was an absolute bum. I don't like Zamir White in this backfield, and they're going to be competing for that spot behind Ashton Jeanty and Raheem Mostert. Now, top wide receivers, there is one that we will probably see playing today, and that's going to be Dont'e Thornton. Now, he is just slightly ahead of one of my favorite picks this season. That is Jack Bech, and I think that he's going to be we'll get into that in a little bit, but your top, and I'm showing you this graphic here because this is who is supposed to be the starters for the Las Vegas Raiders heading into the 2025 season. Oh, and by the way, I've got another trivia quiz for you guys during halftime. So, let's talk about the starters for the Las Vegas Raiders offense. We'll move to the defense. I got to pick up the pace here because we're running out of time. So, yeah, I can't believe this is happening so fast. I love talking football, bro. I could talk all day about this. What's up, Seal? I see you out there. Get off my lawn saying what's up. Seal saying my boy Brock and Myers on this one. Let's go. So, I don't think we'll see Brock Bowers today either. We might see Michael Meyer play today. Ian Thomas we'll probably see play today, line up out there on the edge. But your starters for the Las Vegas Raiders offense, let me just run through the starters. We'll get to the players for today in a minute. Or we'll probably just get there whenever it's time to get there. But, again, quarterback, Geno Smith. Running back, Ashton Jeanty. Your top wide receivers for this Raiders offense is going to be Jakobi Meyers, Tre Tucker, and Dont'e Thornton Jr. Your tight end for this unit, of course, Brock Bowers, and new offensive linemen in this mix right here, a change of certain players here. We've got Colton Miller at left tackle, Dylan Parham at left guard. At center, you're going to have Jackson Powers Johnson. And then Alex Kappa is actually going to be, Alex Kappa. If you don't know him, you should. He was the starting left guard there, right guard there for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now he's lined up at right guard here for the Las Vegas Raiders. And of course, DJ Glaze in there, gonna be the last piece of the offensive line. Let's take a quick look at the defense here, and you will see a ton of different jerseys, dude. This is literally, I did this today, bro. So this is straight up just a million new faces here, and I like it, man. I like it. So Maxx Crosby, you know him, you love him. He is gonna be Old Faithful right here at defensive end. At defensive tackle, you've got Jonah Laulu. You've got Adam Butler at right defensive end, and you've got Malcolm Koonce. I'm sorry, right defensive tackle, and right defensive end is going to be Malcolm Koonce. Guys, Jermaine Pratt is another player that you should definitely recognize. Not only Jermaine Pratt, but Landon Roberts. So you've got two AFC North players that have just moved over here, and then Devin White, entirely new linebacker core for the Las Vegas Raiders, which is pretty insane. You've got a Cincinnati Bengal, you've got a Pittsburgh Steeler, and you've got an ex-Buccaneer / Houston Texan lined up as your linebackers, going to be your starting units. Not only that, but they picked up Eric Stokes from the Green Bay Packers. On the other side, you've got Darian Porter. You've also got up here, check it out, Jeremy Chin from the Washington Commanders. And then Isaiah Polamau as your free safety. Now, what an absolute change. Like, this is a completely different defensive unit. And with Pete Carroll calling the shots, with this whole organization getting flipped around, this is going to be interesting in 2025. Now, all of this just to say that we probably won't see most of these players. These guys are still on 90-man rosters right now. They've still got 90-man rosters right now, and they need to cut this down to 53. So we're going to see a lot of names that you've never heard before. You're going to see names like Sam Webb get out there, Hudson Clark get out there. You're going to see, who is that? Tonka Hemingway. You're going to see go out there. And a couple of names that you might be curious about, and I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, but J.J. Pegues, one of the guys that came out of the draft this year that people are interested in right there. He's going to be a left defensive tackle. We'll see if he can get a spot right now. Manuela saying, I'm so excited that football season is back. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go. How about them Cowboys, Manuela? How about them Cowboys? Okay, all right. it's only fair that if I get that hyped up and we talk about the Las Vegas Raiders, that we do the same here for the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seattle Seahawks are also very different, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very different for the Seattle Seahawks. This season, we will see Sam Darnold as the starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, and he is coming off a career year. Sam Darnold coming off a career year. We will see how he performs today. No, actually, we won't see how he performs today because he will not be playing today. What we will see instead will probably be Jalen Milroe, which is a very interesting situation here. He was the quarterback at Alabama, and we know Alabama has a very good football unit here, and Jalen Milroe will be the starting quarterback and probably get all the lion's share of the drives today. We may see a little bit of Drew Lock, but I don't think we will. I think it's going to be Jalen Milroe the whole way. Also, we know Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet are typically your starting running backs for this Seattle Seahawks unit. That has not changed. We're probably going to see Damian Martinez back there, and I think his name is George Holani. George Holani and Damian Martinez are going to be your ball carriers in the backfield today behind Jalen Milroe. This will be interesting. Tactical. I will be covering the game today. Han checking in right now. He says you will get even more hyped with the super chat. Dude, I don't know if I can get more hyped right now. I'm pretty fired up already, and this is just a preseason game, dude. It is frickin' football season. Let's effing go. Long time no speak, says G-Reg. What up? Wolf saying Raiders. What up, Wolf? How you doing, man? Rock and roll, man. We've got a squad in here today. Lorinda, the beautiful purple pixie Lorinda, is in the house. Welcome, Lorinda. Wolfclaw checks in. Ready Same Day checks into the chat as well. Appreciate you guys. Okay. Now, the Raiders numbers. We saw a lot of red for the Las Vegas Raiders. They're looking to clear all of that up and get into that nice green color here. We've got some middle-of-the-pack action from the Seattle Seahawks, and this was kind of to be expected, right? It was Geno Smith without any coaching out there. Nothing against Mike, I forgot his name. But, you know, they've got a new head coach after Pete Carroll got the bucket there. And I'm actually really interested to see just see how the storyline plays out. And, yeah, so the Seattle Seahawks, right? Last season, they were 17th in the NFL when it came to points per game, averaging 22 points per game. When it came to yards per game, they were 15th, both middle of the pack numbers, just inside the top 12 here when it came to yards per play, but bottom of the stack when it came to third down efficiency. Could not convert on third downs. Last season, Sam Darnold under Kevin O'Connell with Minnesota had a solid year. Can he retain some of what he learned in Minnesota and continue to improve his gameplay? Thank you to that $5 super chat that just came in. Looks like Gary dropping some love early on the live stream. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you very much. All right, guys, let's take a look at the defense here for the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this team, unlike the Las Vegas Raiders, has not changed. And they had was it seven starters last season who were rookies? And now this year, in year 2, that team has gelled, and the Seattle Seahawks, I expect this defense to be very eerily similar to like what the Legion of Boom was. I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying it now. This Seattle Seahawks defense is different, bro. This Seattle Seahawks defense is built different. Are you going to cover the 49ers and the Seahawks game, asks Donzel. I don't know. I don't know just yet. Of course, my wife is kind of going back to work right now and going back to school, and I'm working full-time and doing all this stuff right now here as well. We got to find the time, where we can take care of the baby. Just to answer your question really quick here, Donzel. We got to manage, baby and manage a new lifestyle and do a whole bunch of stuff right now. So I will be picking up games during the preseason kind of as I see fit. I don't know that game is one that I had on my radar. I want to cover as many games as I can during the preseason just to cover all the fan bases, at least for one game. But we'll see how far we can get. Okay, guys. So, top 12 in most of these categories, almost all of the categories except for the one in points per game. Now, points per game, just 21. This points per game allowed, right? Points per game allowed defensively, they came in 13th. When it comes to yards per game allowed and yards per play allowed, top 12 units. Top 10 unit here in third down efficiency allowed, giving a success rate, conversion rate of 37% to defenses, and of course red zone efficiency when teams get inside the red zone. This Seattle Seahawks defense held them to 52% success rate, which was top 7, number 7 in the NFL. And this defense got better because they got more mature, and they're going to be playing a little more sophisticated with a little more IQ than they had in the past. Let's see. Need to put body cams on the crooked refs, says Wolf. They do that in soccer. What's up, Maroon Commando? Thanks for checking in. I saw someone else check in. Martin, what's up, Martin? Thank you for checking in. Fist bumps to you as well. Alec M is in the house. Living that dad life. Love to see it. Dad life comes first, man. Dad life comes first. All right, guys, let's take a look at the offense here for this Seattle Seahawks. We did get one new piece right now, and what's really interesting is, oops, I screwed that up. It's definitely not DK Metcalf. This right here is Cooper Kupp. Gonna have to update that graphic. That's actually pretty funny right now. RS saying giggity, giggity, giggity goo. So I will update this in just a second, guys. This is not DK Metcalf. This is Cooper Kupp. You can see it in his face right here. So Cooper Kupp is going to be wearing number 10. He will be opposite of Jackson Smith and Jigba, who is one of the up-and-coming wide receivers, guys. Last season, JSN did really, really well. He was actually 12th when it came to yards and tied for 9th when it came to actual receptions. He had 100 receptions last season, and he had 1,100 yards in 2024 with just 6 touchdowns. Let's see what he can do with Sam Darnold at quarterback. Now, Kenneth Walker will be the starting running back here. Behind him, Zach Charbonnet. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier, Damian Martinez and George are going to be let's pull that up. George Halani are going to be the guys fighting for that third spot. Now, here's a new face that you haven't seen. This man right here is Tre Horton. Peter Hahn saying, if you get a super chat, do you have to pay taxes? Yes, there's one thing that's for sure here in the United States of America. 2 things, that is death and taxes. You can't avoid them, man. Of course, I will find a way to spend it on the business so that I can write it off. But so yes and no, right? I mean, got to find a way to spend it, to put it back into our product, whether that's buying new software, new headphones, buying a new audio interface, buying some new lights, whatever it might be, buying some additional help, whatever it might be, whatever money that comes into this channel, we're going to put it right back into this channel. By the way, we are supposed to have kickoff in about 5 minutes, but there are still 5 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the Colts versus Ravens game. They're going to go ahead and probably start that game because it is so late. So they're going to start that game at 9 o'clock. We're probably going to miss the first couple of snaps of that game. We'll see if they simultaneously cast this. DK looking a little pale, says Seal. Yeah, he definitely is, Seal. That's pretty funny, though. Yeah, I'll have to fix that DK Metcalf right there. It's definitely Cooper Kupp. Okay, guys. So as I was saying, Tre Horton is going to be one of the new pieces out here, guys. Now, 6'2", 196 pounds out of Colorado State. They are saying that he is actually passing up Marquez Valdes-Scantling for that number 3 spot. So Marquez Valdes-Scantling going to end up being actually a backup wide receiver behind this Tre Horton. But I think we will see Tre Horton today. And if he can show up today, he can definitely separate himself between him and Jake Bobo and Marquez Valdes-Scantling and Ricky White, who's back there, and a few of the other guys that are lower on the depth chart. Now, one of the things that was surprising to me, no more Noah Fant. That's right. Noah Fant gone. We've got A.J. Barner out here. Now, Barner was already the guy, right? Barner. Well, let's go ahead and pull this up here. Now, A.J. Barner last year had 17 games played when Noah Fant left. He left last year. Where did he go last year? I can't even remember where he went. Anyways, not the point. The point is that A.J. Barner last season had just 38 targets. But on those 38 targets, guys, he had 4 touchdowns. So he is a red zone threat. And in year 2, I think he's going to have some success here. I think he's going to have some success here. We did get a couple of new players out here and a change on the offensive line for this unit here for the Seattle Seahawks. And at left tackle, Charles Cross should be the starter. Next to him, Gray Zabel going to be there at left guard. At center, we're going to have Oluwatimi, and then Anthony Bradford and Abraham Lucas as your Seahawks offense. Let's talk Seahawks defense because this is really the bread and butter of this team, if I'm being honest. Now, let's take a look at the starters of who we should have right now. Real quick, let's read some of these comments. Mad Steve is in the house saying, "Hi, Robert. Can't wait for the football. The Yankees are killing me. They're killing me too, Mad Steve. They're definitely killing me too. Hopefully Walker can stay healthy for a few more games. I hope so too, Alec. My name is Nia says, why do I think it's hilarious that a former Buckeye and Spartan are playing on the same team? Again, storylines are here. Raider Nation all day says, People's Champ. What up, People's Champ? Cheers to you. He says, I have no idea who's going to be the starting quarterback for the Lions in preseason games for their final 3 games. Well, I'll probably end up covering another Lions game here as well. It's business entertainment, says Peter Hahn. You already know, my friend. You already know, sir. Okay, let's take a quick look here at the Seattle Seahawks defense. Jarron Reed going to be your left defensive end. Mind you, this is a 3-4 defense, not a 4-3 defense. 4-3 would be 4 defensive linemen and 3 linebackers, 3-4-3 defensive linemen and 4 linebackers. Now, most of these guys are the same from last year, including Byron Murphy, who's going to be the nose tackle this season. Leonard Williams, who's here for another one. At left linebacker right here on the weak side, you've got actually a change here. This isn't going to be Derek Hall. We're actually going to see DeMarcus Lawrence, and I do need to update this one. We are going to see DeMarcus Lawrence coming in as the new weak side linebacker. Therese Knight going to be your left inside linebacker. Ernest Jones the fourth, another year right here. He's going to be the right inside linebacker. Boya Mafe going to be your strong side linebacker. Your corners, Reek Woolen on one side, Josh Joby on the other side. You got Kobe Bryant as your strong safety, and your free safety is going to be Julian Love. Pretty wild, man. And again, the change here, and mind you, Derek Hall is still on this team. Derek Hall is still on this team, but he just got passed up on the depth chart by DeMarcus F.N. Lawrence, the former Dallas Cowboy. Damn. Anyways, so the squad here, the squad is legit. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the game that is currently on my TV screen. The Indianapolis Colts have the football. Right now they are playing against the Baltimore Ravens. They are down by 8 points. It is a 1-possession game. 2nd down and 10 in the 4th quarter. Again, with 3:35 left to go. Indianapolis Colts looking for a way in. Baltimore Ravens have 1 timeout left. Indianapolis Colts still have all 3. Will they use them? I do not know. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line, waiting for the snap right now. Indianapolis Colts with the football right here. There's the snap, dropping back, surveys, looks left, throws left. The catch is busted wide open. Incomplete pass as the hit jars the ball loose. It is not the game, Rick. It is not the game. I am calling currently right now what I see over here because the game is not technically on right now. The game is on the NFL Network, and both games are on the NFL Network back-to-back, but the game should be starting here in just a moment. Okay, guys, let's get to this right now. Thanks, guys, for hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for sticking around with me. Let me refresh this page right now. I still don't have anything here. Preseason Week 1 Raiders Seahawks coming up next live on NFL Network. We're still waiting for the opening kickoff of that game. Camera is panned. They've got a split screen situation right now here with Pete Carroll on one camera. Man, he's looking gray, but he's still looking very sprite. He's looking very energetic right now, and I love Pete Carroll for that, man. He will always forever be young so long as he can be a coach in the NFL. I love that. I love it. Okay, guys, so they're still looking. Hey, they picked up a first down right there. I hope this game doesn't go into overtime. It would be crazy. I wonder what they would do if they did end up with an overtime game. People's Champ, thanks for subscribing to the channel, my friend. People's Champ, just subscribed. You can see it right over there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, well, I guess until the game starts, there's a couple other things that we can talk about. Let's start by taking a look at the Raiders' next few games coming up right now. So the Las Vegas Raiders preseason right here, guys. Their next game will be on Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. You make your adjustment. That would be 3 p.m. here, Central Standard Time, 2 p.m., and then 1 p.m. obviously on the West Coast. So 49ers at Raiders for your next preseason game. And then your final preseason game before Week 1 will be the Raiders versus the Cardinals. So you've got Raiders versus Cardinals there to finish out the preseason. Week 1, 2, and 3, you got Raiders, Patriots, Chargers, Raiders, and Raiders at Commanders. These are going to be the next 3 games. So what do y'all think out there in the chat? How many of these 3 games will the Las Vegas Raiders win to start the season? Will they go 1-2? Will they go 3-0? How will they perform in the first 3 games of the season? Duck King, we're still waiting for the game to actually start, so there's nothing to show you. Let's F and go, says Bagman Industries. Anthony's saying 3. Anthony's saying 3. What's up, Keeley? I see you out there. Robert's saying 3. Get off my lawn saying 2 and 1. Who would they lose to, the Chargers or the Commanders? Don't tell me it'll be the Patriots. It could be, man. Honestly, I feel like, and this, I might be crazy, but I feel like almost every team in the NFL, except for like, realistically, the Tennessee Titans, really improved this offseason. I feel like every team really improved this offseason. I'm going to refresh this page one more time. Yeah, we're still waiting for kickoff right now. Still waiting for kickoff in the game that we are hoping to watch, which is the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Seattle Seahawks. Have not had any action just yet, guys, because this Colts and Ravens game ain't done just yet with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. There's Shane Steichen with his goofy face. Sorry, I was thinking of something else and I couldn't figure out what to say. Okay, so most of you guys think that the Las Vegas Raiders, let's go ahead and pull this over just a hair. Most of you guys think, oh, Ricky's saying 0-3 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Keely's saying 1-2 out here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, let's take a look at the other side, guys. It's not just the Las Vegas Raiders season. How about the Seattle Seahawks? Seahawks have a preseason game on Friday, a week from tomorrow, against the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be at home again. And then, of course, they've got a game where they got to travel to Green Bay for the preseason. But they open up the season in week 1 against the San Francisco 49ers. Wow, on 2nd down and 5, he almost picked that up. So on the first week of football, guys, San Francisco 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Then we've got the Seahawks versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 2. And then the New Orleans Saints, who have an entirely new coaching staff. Guys, Kellen Moore is the head coach for this Saints unit. And they're going to look very different here as well. I do like the Saints to have the biggest comeback, like the biggest glow up of the looks like Aiden O'Connell and Cam Miller both all suited up. It looks like everyone's suited up for this preseason game right now. But we're still waiting for the preseason game to actually start. Just double check, refresh this page, make sure nothing has happened just yet. Yeah, no kickoff just yet, guys. They are going to get that last game done and taken care of. It is 9:05 here Central Standard Time. We should get the next game up here soon, but I don't see anything just yet. How many wins here for the Seattle Seahawks, guys? They've got 2-1 for the Seahawks. First 3 games, says Beast Mode. Thank you, Beast Mode. Okay, here we go. We are lined up for this game, guys. We are lined up for kickoff now. Shoot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. There is the opening kick here for the Seattle Seahawks, and they will be kicking this over to the Las Vegas Raiders. We do get the return up to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, brought down at about the 37-yard line, and this game is now underway. This game officially started. Let's go ahead and get this clock ticking. It'll be 1st and 10 right now. 1st and 10 coming up right here, right now, guys. And it looks like the football is at the Las Vegas Raiders' 38-yard line. So we are going this way from the 38 to the 48. Let's see how far they can get. 14 minutes and 53 seconds. The clock is stopped right now. Let's add a little bit of time on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and actually Geno Smith is getting the start right here. So Geno Smith under center. He takes the opening snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right, will pump fake, and will run. He throws, delivers a dart. The catch is made. Good for a 1st down. Oh, I almost pointed to the Seahawks. 1st down here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Looks like Tucker was there to make the opening grab. Good catch right there for Tre Tucker. That brings up a 1st and 10 once again. Down at about the 47-yard line across midfield. Down at about the 47-yard line across midfield, so they need to get to the 37 to move the chains again. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10. There is a handoff, and this will be a gain of about 3 yards right here. Looks like that is going to be Ashton Jeanty. I was not expecting them to actually start their starters, but Ashton Jeanty picks up a couple of yards. This brings up a 2nd down and 7. Call that a 2nd down, and yeah, 2nd down and 7 coming up right now. The clock will continue to tick. Guys, we got about 3 minutes and 40 seconds here left to go. The clock is still ticking. So Ashton Jeanty, all the starters are actually in right now here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Here we go from about the 45-yard line, 44-yard line. Drops back. Geno Smith will wind up with a beautiful touch right there. Could not bring that one in. Jakobi Meyers bobbles the football. Who was that? I don't think that was Jakobi Meyers right there. That was actually Dont'e Thornton. So Dont'e Thornton Jr. had an opportunity to make a big grab right there. Instead, that football finds its way into, well, out towards the sideline. That brings up a 3rd down and 7. That does stop the clock with 13:40. Stops the clock with 13 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. We are at the 44-yard line heading in right now. Here's the snap. This will be a handoff to the running back or a toss out to the flat, and it'll be no gain right here, maybe a gain of a yard. This does bring up a 4th down and long situation as they pick up no yardage right there. That was Jakobi Meyers on that play. A 4th down coming up right now, guys, and we've got a hot clock with 13 minutes and 36 seconds. Should be a hot clock, but it looks like the clock has stopped. It's 4th down and 7. Don't know why the clock stopped right there. The clock should not have stopped, but it stopped, and so there's the kick with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. There's the punt, guys, and it goes back to the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks will fair catch this one at the 14-yard line, and we get our 1st down here for Seattle. So Seattle gets a 1st down. Now we are heading that way. You can see the blue line is your line of scrimmage. The gold line is going to be your the blue line is your line of scrimmage, and your goal line or your gold line is going to be your 1st down marker. And they've literally stepped away in the middle of this. They've stepped away in the middle of this game to cover this 3rd down and 5 in the 4th quarter with 90 seconds left to go for the Colts. There's the throw. It's an incomplete pass. That seems extremely disrespectful to the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks right now. This does bring up a 4th down situation for the Indianapolis Colts right here with 1:25 left to go, and the clock is stopped, but they stepped away from the game, so I have no idea what's going on right now. I see 1st and 10 on my TV screen at the Seattle 13-yard line. I'm actually looking over at my CBS Sports logo here with 13:30 left to go. 1:25 left to go in this Colts-Ravens game, and this game is still underway, guys. Unfortunately, I have no idea. I have no visibility on the game currently up right now. It was a punt, and I guess a change of possession, so it must have been a commercial break here. And during the commercial break, they went for it on 4th down, and that pass was incomplete. I've got a double box on my TV with Clouds versus Ravens, with the Colts and Ravens on one screen and the Raiders and Seahawks on the other screen. How? Jeff Metterling, please let me know. That would actually be very interesting because they're both on the same network. Right? They're both on the NFL network. Anyways, let me reset the downs. We are going to have a 1st down coming up right now. Never been so stoked for preseason, says CMC. Me either, bro. Me either, dude. I am stoked for this preseason right now. Guys, scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, by the way, the Ravens are just going to run this football and end this game right here. Looks like the Colts are going to call their timeouts just to waste time right now, but there's really no need for that. Scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, let's actually get you guys some fresh new information here. Top running backs for this fantasy football season. Looks like Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson, and Zamir Gibbs are going to be your top options here for the 2025 fantasy football season. And if we are still in the middle of a commercial break, it does say 1st and 10. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks are back out there right now, guys. Drew Lock is lined up at quarterback here. So Drew Lock lined up at quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the snap. There's the throw. There's the catch. The catch is made to Horton, and Horton picks up about 7 yards. This brings up a 2nd down and 3. So a gain of 7 here from the 13 up to the 20. They need to get to the 23 to move the sticks. So 2nd down and 3 at the Seattle 20. Let's start the clock once again. Clock is now ticking. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I formation here. Here's a snap and a toss for Drew Lock to the left-hand side. He breaks through. That's going to be a 1st down, the 30, the 35, the 40 before going out of bounds, and that's good for a 1st down right here, Seattle. The Seahawks pick up a big 1st down right there, and that looks like it's going to be Halani who gets the carry here and the 1st down for Seattle. So George Halani, the running back there, who breaks off a chunk play, a 20-yard gain up to the Seattle 40-yard line. This does bring up a 1st and 10. So from the 40 to the 50 is the line to gain. George Halani in the I formation again out of Boise State, guys. There's the snap, drops back, and Drew Lock has plenty of time in that pocket. He winds up and throws. There is no flag on the play. The pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 12:12 on it, and this brings up a 2nd down and 10. How's everybody doing? Y'all still with me? I know I've been rambling. Hold on. Let me check out the chat. I'm juggling a lot of pieces right now. Let me check out the chat and see what's going on with you guys. For those of you who do not have access to this game, I hope you are enjoying the play calling as it comes up right now. By the way, if you have not signed up for Underdog, you can see the promo down there, guys. The promo code is LETSFNGO, and you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Shotgun formation from the 40-yard line on 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Drew Lock will hand this off to Halani again. He picks up 5. He picks up 6. He picks up 7. And he's finally brought down by Butler. Call that a gain of 8. And we get a 3rd down and short right there. That is a good way to work your way up the depth chart by picking up 20 yards and then an 8-yard gain right afterwards. Yeah, Halani looking good right now. That arm tackle not going to stop anybody, man. Raiders defense going to have to step it up. Let me get my clock ticking once again, guys. We have 11 minutes and about 45 seconds left to go. So George Halani, he had a pretty good college career. Here's the snap and a handoff from Drew Lock. Halani goes straight up the gut through the teeth of the defense. Picks up about 5 yards right there, and that's good for a Seattle Seahawks 1st down. 1st down for Seattle right there. A 5-yard gain up to the Las Vegas Raiders 47-yard line. So up to the 47 with 11 minutes left to go. Let's reset this. Let's reset that. 1st and 10. Clock is hot. Where did my chat go? Where my peeps at? Alec, I see you out there. Robert, I see you. Anthony's saying 1st down. Seattle Seahawks sustaining a drive right now. Here's the snap out of the eye. Drew Lock drops back, runs out of time, has to throw. Catch is made. The 40, the 30. A big hit at the end of it, but a big catch nevertheless. And a big gain right there. My goodness, looks like outs. Outs is outs. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's O-U-Z-T-S. That sounds like outs to me, but that play was in, and that was good for another Seattle Seahawks 1st down. A big gain this time, out to about, gosh, looks like the 30-yard line, so the line to gain would be about the 20 right here. We are at the 30, 1st and 10 once again. Robbie Outs was there. Here's the snap. Drew Lock drops back. The 4-man rush comes in. A wind-up and a throw. A dangerous-looking throw. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 10:09. And this will bring up a 2nd down and 10. So we've got a 2nd down now coming up. Football on the 30-yard line. Football on the 30. Drew Lock, another incomplete pass. So far, he's completed 2 of 4 passes, but it looks like he's going to pick up another one right now. We will cover this as it happens. Maxx Crosby out there, man, they've got their starters out here in preseason. I like to see this right here. They don't have Sam Darnold out there, but that's fine. Here's the snap. Here's the throw to the flat. Another incomplete pass. Yikes. That'll bring up a third down. That was a quick throw out to the flat. I guess it was meant to be maybe a wide receiver bubble. Just a quick throw out to the flat, incomplete pass with 10:07 left to go. Does bring up a third down and 10. Guys, Drew Lock isn't a bad quarterback. Like, by no means is he a bad quarterback. One more draft to go. Maybe Jeanty, finger crossed. 3 teams is enough, though, says Seal. Going to drive my brain wacky any more than that, says Seal out there. Here we go, a third down and 10. We are inside of field goal range. A shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Drew Lock takes the snap, has plenty of time against the 4-man rush, and he throws an interception straight into the hands of the defense. Polamau, the free safety for the Las Vegas Raiders, gets his hands wrapped around that football, and it will be a turnover on the interception. Pete Carroll celebrating on the sideline right now. How about that play? Wow, a great defensive play right there. A diving interception, a bad throw. It was definitely underthrown, intended for Horton. And I don't know if it was a bad route run or if Drew Lock just wasn't expecting that, but that is the first interception of the year for the Las Vegas Raiders in an actual game, preseason game, but you'll take that. So this takes us to a commercial break, guys. The clock has stopped with 10:02. This is the first, real commercial break of the day. So let me make sure I just get everything set. The football is on the Las Vegas Raiders' 9-yard line. They were going for gold right there. We're just going to put that on the 10 and leave that on the 20. Now Las Vegas has the football, and they are going this way. Las Vegas has the football, and they are going towards the right of your screen. You copy? You dig? Okay, let's go ahead and get fresh scrolling text down at the bottom. Actually, it doesn't matter. It's going to disappear anyways. Okay, how's everyone doing today? Couple things, guys. We talked about these numbers at the start of this live stream, but what we didn't do is break down the head-to-head comparisons. Now, Geno Smith did play the opening drive. We are not going to see Sam Darnold today, but that's okay. I did want to bring up some of these stats for y'all as well. Last season with the Seattle Seahawks, guys, Geno Smith, did you know that he had 4,300 passing yards? Yeah. He had a really good season last year. Not only that, but he completed 70% of his passes. 70% of his passes. 23 touchdowns. I will give it to Sam Darnold. In the offensive scheme he was in with the Minnesota Vikings, Sam Darnold excelled big time. He had 1 rushing touchdown, 35 passing touchdowns on the year, and he definitely had a better season. Okay, take a look at this. This is literally 1 yard difference. 43-20, 43-19 between those two, what would be the starting quarterbacks. Now, Drew Lock is a big step down from those numbers. Drew Lock did not have a good season last year, obviously. Drew Lock isn't the world's worst quarterback, but he's also not the greatest. He did have 1,000 passing yards last year. He did have 6 touchdowns, but it's 6 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. And this preseason, not a good start for him. I think Jalen Milroe might be up above him on the depth chart. According to ESPN, Jalen Milroe is above him on the depth chart. So let's see if we'll see, fingers crossed that we will see Jalen Milroe at some point today as well. The defense is really what I wanted to get into. Damn, of course, I wasted too much time. We're back to the action, guys. Just like that, commercial break is over with 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. There's the opening throw. The catch is made on the right-hand side. And it looks like, oh my goodness, you scared me. And it looks like Aiden O'Connell is out there. He did pass it to Bech out there. I don't think I know it. Why, did it log you out? Just take it and swap it. Sorry, Okay, guys, 2nd down and 5 coming up right now. Let's reset this. We got ourselves a 2nd down and 5. The catch was made there on the right-hand side. Wifey had a question for me. Here's the snap. There's a handoff to Ashton Jeanty. Jeanty will go backwards on this one and actually lose 3 yards on the play. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8, an inauspicious start for Jeanty in this one. Jeanty not looking so solid right here. He did get a nice little stiff arm there, but this brings up a 3rd down and 8, and the clock is still ticking. About 9 minutes left to go. Okay, Seattle standing tall right now, standing on business. It looks like it's a 3rd down and 8. The football at the Las Vegas Raiders 11-yard line. Aiden O'Connell is the quarterback in on this play. It is not Geno Smith. So a 3rd down and 9 from the 11. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. The flag comes in. This could be a free play. A wind up and a throw. The catch made underneath. This is good for a 1st down. It's at the 20-yard line, but we do see a flag on the play. Let's stop the clock with 8:32 right now and find out what this flag is. Catch was made there by Michael Meyer, but they're going to call this an illegal formation. Yikes. An illegal formation against the Las Vegas Raiders, ladies and gentlemen, and so this will bring up a repeat of 3rd down, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 14. So illegal formation, 3rd down and 14. Looks like what it says on my screen, so let's move this back 5 yards. We are now at about the 5-yard line here. Call it the 6. Call it the 5, and the line to gain is the 19. Here we go. 1st quarter with 8 minutes. We're about midway through the 1st quarter. A 3rd down and 14 in his own end zone. Will wind up and throw. A beautiful throw on the corner route right there. That was a perfect bench play. And the catch was made right there for 17 yards to Thornton. So Dont'e Thornton makes a big grab right there for a Las Vegas Raiders 1st down. 1st down, Las Vegas. Wow, what a play, man. That was a beautiful bench. It was just a corner route. We're up to about the 22-yard line now. The line to gain is the 32. 22 to 32, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Aiden O'Connell drops back. The 5-man blitz comes in, winds up and throws. A flag on the play. This could be a DPI. Let's find out. Another flag in right now. Got a lot of things going on right now. Make sure my clock is hot once again. 7:49, but the clock is stopped after that play. Let's find out what this flag is. Looks like it's going to be a holding or a DPI of some kind. Looks like illegal use of hands. Hands to the face, guys. That's going to be against Jakobi. And that's going to be a 5-yard. Maybe it's not to the face. Just illegal use of hands. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty enforced right here. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Automatic 1st down right here. So up to the 27. Line to gain is the 37. Automatic 1st down. Let's clear the flag. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Aiden O'Connell with a man to his right. He takes the snap. Jeanty gets the carry. Jeanty goes left. He gets nothing on that one. And we get another flag on the play with 7:43 left to go. Man, this is going by pretty fast. Let's read my chat room. Man, I didn't get to see any of these. What's up? Distorted Audio checking in right now. He says, I think he needs some time to gain momentum, but the dude has crazy athletic ability. He does, though, Distorted Audio. Guys, the call right here, it's going to be an offsides penalty, and this will be declined. We're just going to go ahead and take the down right here. 2nd down, penalty is declined. 7:43 left to go. It was offsides on Nick Emanwari. It was actually looks like it would have been a, what do we got here? Why would you not take the penalty? Offsides on the defense and you don't take the penalty? 2nd down and 10. Interesting, Carroll. 2nd down and 10 coming up right now, guys. Here we go. Here's the snap dropping back from the 27-yard line. Aiden O'Connell has a hand on his shoulder. Has to throw this one away. Not necessarily intentional grounding. Who was the man in the area? Aiden O'Connell. They're looking around to see if there was someone in the area there. I think there was. I don't think that's going to be an issue right here. But a good play nevertheless. Man, Aiden O'Connell was in trouble for sure. Dang, did he get dropped like a sack of potatoes, bro. Oh, my gosh. Aiden O'Connell definitely had the wind knocked out of him. There wasn't a flag on this one, guys. This does bring up what? A 3rd down now? So an incomplete pass with 7:18 left to go. We're going to speed up the clock right now. Play clock down to 2. Did the flag? There was a flag on the play. Let's find out what it was. They are going to call it intentional grounding. Intentional grounding. That'll be a loss of down. and a penalty. Wow. I mean, it was second down, so it's going to be third down and what? This needs to be updated. Second down and 10, intentional grounding becomes third down and 20. So let's move this back. Third down and 20, guys. A long ways to go here. Biggest play of the day so far was 17 yards. Here is a handoff to the left-hand side, and it looks like a big gain this time. Raheem Mostert showing the young man Jeanty how it's done in the NFL, and he picks up about 11 yards on that play. So this does bring up a fourth down. A fourth down and 9, but still a solid run from Raheem Mostert. A solid run from Raheem Mostert with 6:45 left to go. Got to make sure I get my clock started here. The punt unit is out for the Las Vegas Raiders, guys. Raiders going to kick this one. Looks like the football is on the 28-yard line. Let's see where this lands. Here's the boot. A high-hanging punt goes into deep, deep territory here. Corralled at about the 19-yard line. Still at the 19. Gets up to the 20. A nice spin move up to the 25 before going down. Seattle Seahawks have the football. All right, guys. How many of y'all have been here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? How many of you guys, is this your first time checking out this YouTube channel? Appreciate you guys for being here. We're going to have a 1st and 10 coming up right now. Let's stop the clock here with 6:23. We've got 6:23 left to go. We have a fresh new set of downs. It will be a 1st and 10 here. And it looks like there is one piece. I knew there was one piece that I was forgetting. Where is it? The home and away. Seattle Seahawks have the football now. 1st and 10 coming up right now. With 6:23 left to go, 1st and 10, football at the Seattle Seahawks 25. Line to gain will be the 35. For those of y'all who are new, welcome, welcome one and all. So we were talking about the defenses here and the comparison between the two. Now, I showed a more granular level breakdown of the defense here, but I did want to cover a couple of different statistics from the opening stats that I opened with at the start of this live stream. So as you guys know, the Las Vegas Raiders ranked 14th in yards allowed per game, and the Seattle Seahawks last season ranked 12th. Now, there are some good areas here, including the rushing yards allowed per game for the Las Vegas Raiders. They gave up just 116 rushing yards, which is actually better than the Seattle Seahawks on that side defensively. But again, that Seahawks unit is young. That Seahawks unit has now got a full year of NFL experience, with half that team now getting a whole extra year under their belt, which is pretty solid. Shout out to Joe G, who is in the house. Reggio, who is in the house. Distorted Audio, who is in the house. Country Kisses in the house. Mr. Brady saying, is that my tie you're wearing? I don't know. Are you wearing a tie, Mr. Brady? Appreciate you. Thank you for checking into the conversation, and thank you for that $5 super chat. Shout out to Robert Zamora and Country Kisses, our beautiful wrenches out there. Window fly trap. I don't know what they said, but I appreciate my moderators. Thank you, CMC later, for clearing up whatever that was. Appreciate y'all, man. Cheers to y'all. Katie Espresso is in the house. Jeff Metterling is in the house. It's a fair call. I'm happy that football is back. Window fly trap. I don't know what happened here. It looks like you may be a little spammy there, but I do appreciate you, sir, for giving us some of your time today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks like Davinder Kaur. I don't know if I said that right, but I appreciate you checking in as well. Thank you very much, guys. So, Las Vegas Raiders. They did not do a great job at forcing turnovers, but already this preseason they have one against Drew Lock. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks is out there, but the defense for the Las Vegas Raiders is on the field. We got a 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line with 6 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to the right-hand side. A flag comes in. It looks like it'll be a loss of a yard. Let's find out what this flag is. Let's find out what this flag is right now. We do have a flag on the play. Probably going to be a holding on the defense here, I believe. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. Holding, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down. I'm not wearing a tie right now because you're wearing it. I miss it already. Well, thank you, Mr. Brady. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for dropping some love on this channel here as well. Automatic 1st down right here, guys. The clock will start once again. I wish I could see the white hat whenever he does the wind up the clock thing so I can get it going myself. 6:06 left to go here. The clock is close enough. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. A bounce out to the right-hand side, and Helani will pick up about a yard or two. Call that a gain of 3. On 1st and 10, this will bring up a 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7, a slight gain right here. Football up to the Seattle Seahawks 33-yard line. Of course, the line to gain did move. Hey-oh. The line to gain is the 40. My apologies for moving this line all sporadically here. We are 11 subscribers away from our next benchmark, guys, that 36.2. If there are 11 of you watching out there who are new, be sure to hit that button. A wind up and a throw from Drew Lock. The catch is made. A gain of about 10 right here. Looks like Jake Bobo was there for the first down. First down, Seattle. Seattle picks up a big first down right there. Bobo, right place, right time. It looked like a stick. It looked like a stick play right there, and they were looking. He looked at the tight end for just a minute. He looked at Barner and decided not to go in Barner's direction. Instead, Bobo picked it up. We're up to about the 44-yard line. Seattle Seahawks with the football. Seahawks with the football. Here's the snap. He's going to scramble. Drew Lock has all day. He will wind up and throw to the sideline. I don't know why he didn't just run it himself. This is going to be out of bounds. This will stop the clock with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down. So that was a 1st and 10. It's now a 2nd and 10. We'll leave that right where it's at. Stephen McCoy saying, just found this and I love it. You've got a new subscriber. Fist bumps to you, Stephen McCoy. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, says RS. You know what, guys? You just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Don't hit the like button. Don't even worry about subscribing. Just enjoy the show. From the 44-yard line, here's the snap and a handoff, this time to the right-hand side. And it's not Helani. This time it'll be a short gain, not a medium-sized gain, about a gain of 5, but a flag quickly comes in. Let's find out what this flag is. This could be an offensive holding. Let's see what this say. 4:37 here. Holding on the defense here. Okay, so Martinez got the carry. It's going to be a holding against the Raiders here. So let's reset this. It's an automatic first down, and they will accept that penalty and force it at the Seattle Seahawks 48-yard line. So this moves us to the 47. The line to gain is now the 37, and the Seattle Seahawks inside of Las Vegas Raiders territory. Let's start this clock again. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Drew Lock has to move. He is being chased down. Drew Lock in trouble. He picks up about a yard or 2 on this one. Call that a gain of 2 on the right-hand side of the formation. The clock will continue to tick here. Got a quick little glance right here. This does bring up a 2nd down. 4-minute mark in the first quarter. First quarter coming to an end right now. Donzel saying, just checking into the game right now. What's happening? Thank you very much, Mr. Brady. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Jamal Adams was the one who chased him out right there, guys. 3:46 left to go on 2nd down and 8 from the 45-yard line. Seahawks in enemy territory right now. We've got an I formation. Here's a snap and a handoff. Looks like this time Helani will get the carry. He will pick up about a yard or 2. Call that a gain of 2. And this brings up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 6, and the clock will continue ticking. 3rd down and 6, and the clock will continue ticking. Only fan, I see you. Larry, I see you. Connor, how are we feeling about Jeanty? Honestly, after watching this, that offensive line is not getting a whole lot of push right now. Welcome to First Down, Sparky. Let's go. Welcome back to First Down, Sparky. I think I remember you. Sparky has become a member. Appreciate that. 3rd down and 6, y'all. 3 minutes left to go. A shotgun formation. Helani standing to the left of Drew Lock. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Here's the snap. Lock finds the middle of the field. In between the hashes. The catch is made. That's good for 10. Arroyo on the grab and a 1st down. Seattle. Seattle makes a big play on a 3rd down and 6 situation all the way up to the Las Vegas Raiders 33-yard line. The line to gain is now the 23-yard line. I already feel it, guys. I guarantee you I'm going to lose my voice this season. I'm going to have to tone it down a little bit. learn how to pace myself, but it's football, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. 1st and 10 coming up right now. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Oh, and Halani will slip. Halani goes down. Is he okay? He is okay. It will be a loss of a yard this time. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. Halani gets up, runs off to the side of the field. What games do you cover during the regular season? Asked Connor. Connor, to answer your question, like everything. I cover anything and everything that I can. I will be, I'll show you here during the next commercial break. We'll talk about how the football season is going to look this year. And I appreciate you for bringing that up, Connor. Appreciate that. Cesar, I see you out there. Hey, bro, you a Raiders fan or a Seahawks fan? I'm a Cowboys fan, bro. Here we go, dropping back, searching, surveying, winds up and throws. A difficult throw, a tight window. The catch was made, but Saubert was there for the grab. Eric Saubert last season had just 11 catches. A big catch right there from Drew Lock, and that is good for 10. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd and 1 right now. The clock is still hot. And this is getting real close here. They got to pick up this 1st down right now. And they are so close to the red zone. Neither team has scored yet in this one. We are 4 yards away from the red zone right now at the 24-yard line. An I formation. Halani is the halfback here. They're showing blitz. They will hand this off. Halani gets around the edge. He picks it up the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, the end zone. Does he get it? No, they will mark him short right now. They're going to call it a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, almost there for the touchdown. My goodness, that looked good to me. Will they challenge this? Halani with a monster gain right there. It is now 1st and goal. So 1st and goal here. Looks like we got just a few seconds left to go. Are they going to get this playoff before the end of the quarter? Thank you for that $5 super chat, Mr. Brady. I'm even getting on my nerves now. You're not on anyone's nerves, Mr. Brady. I appreciate you, bro. Let's stop the clock here with 5 seconds left to go. This might be a challenge. Thank you, Mr. Brady. They are challenging the ruling on the field right here, guys. So we do have a coach's challenge. Oh, dude, he was clearly in. What a terrible call from the officials. I saw that in real time from here. That looked good to a touchdown for me. I should have screamed touchdown. I was going to scream touchdown, and because I didn't see the officials put the hands up, I didn't say it. It looked like a touchdown. The quick replay right now, this is going to be a very quick replay, guys. This is going to end up being a very quick replay right here. The Seattle Seahawks, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they got 6 points on the board. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say that the Seattle Seahawks got 6 points on the board. Donzel asking, whose ball is it? You can see, check out the arrow, bro, up top. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that I keep this. You see the arrow bouncing back and forth. Seahawks possession, Raiders possession, Seahawks possession, Raiders possession. That's how you'll know moving forward. And I will do my best to make sure that I stay on top of that. But someone, if you're out there, one of the mods, please remind me if I'm off. But right now, the Seattle Seahawks, looks like Halani scored a 24-yard touchdown run. This dude is an absolute machine right now. And he might even be giving Zach Charbonnet a run for his money. Wow, my first sip of anything right here, and I end up pouring it on my shirt. Don't pull for the bird teams. My beautiful wife checking in right now. She says, I know it's so weird at Country Kisses. Nice to see you in here. Can't wait for the draft. Guppy, what is up, by the way, guys? Football Nation moderators. We've got our fantasy football draft coming up soon. And just so y'all know, I am going to be live during the draft here. So that's going to be fun. Now, you guys, I'm going to be live covering the draft. At least that's the goal. Oh, snap. I don't know if I will be able to go live and cover the draft because I've got the Dallas Cowboys preseason game that we need to cover. Anyways, there is a review right now, guys. This is a coach's challenge. So we do have a challenge right now. Bill O'Reilly saying touchdown. Mr. Brady saying don't spill on my tie, please. I got you, bro. I won't. Thank you. Here's the replay. Pretty obvious touchdown. This is pretty obvious for the touchdown right there. I think that's good, guys. Seattle Seahawks do get the touchdown. They will put 39 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. So the Seahawks did score 6. Congratulations to Seahawks fans. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. So now the Seahawks have a 6-point lead. We get the first score of the day. And you know what that means? Yeah. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. So there's the kick, guys. The kick is up. The kick is good. The extra point attempt is successful. The extra point attempt is successful. And so, no time in the red zone. They went from the 24-yard line all the way out. That was pretty sick. Let's scroll down just a hair, guys, and let's actually turn this off because you guys have been staring at that for long enough. Let's get you guys some additional stats. Now, I don't know if you guys are big stat heads, but if you are stat heads, I do have this out here on the right-hand side for y'all. I think it is important to share that with y'all. So let's reset this. It's no longer and goal. So we've got yardage situation. We will have a 1st and 10 coming up right now here shortly. We will have a 1st and 10. We are about to get a kickoff. Holani scoring that touchdown there. I'll be flipping these, inverting those in just a moment. Okay, guys, we are approaching the end of the first quarter. We are approaching the end of the first quarter. Let's go into some of my analytics here really quick. There is a big boot, guys, and this does go down into the end zone right here. They will call this a touchback right here, and we will start this drive on the 30-yard line after that kickoff. So we're at the 30-yard line, going up to the 40-yard line. Here we go. Real quick, guys. Just a reminder for those of y'all who are out there, most of the folks who are watching this live stream are not subscribed. That's what this number is right here. Almost 90% of the people who watch this channel, that is actual watch time on the YouTube channel, are not subscribed. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking around the left-hand side. No gain out there for Zamir White. This brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Clock is still ticking right now. Let's go ahead and get back to our stat board real quick. I'll probably be bouncing back and forth through that. I typically do that. I'll be doing that probably once a quarter until those numbers start to look better. Hey-o. Hey-o. Okay, Mario, get yourself together here. Okay, 2nd down and 10. The clock is down to 9 seconds. We probably won't see the snap here before the end of the quarter. It would make no sense. Trying to get them to bite, and that will be it. So let's just reset this one. 15 minutes. We move on to quarter number 2. It will be a 2nd down and 10 at the Las Vegas Raiders 35-yard line. And since we swapped sides, we're actually going to see them going the opposite way here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. 35, right? Las Vegas Raiders 35-yard line. They'll be heading this way now, which is the same direction that the Seattle Seahawks were heading. All right, guys, during halftime, I do have a trivia quiz for y'all. For those of you who are new to the channel, listen to this. So, during halftime, we like to do some trivia, and we like to test your knowledge on these two teams that we're covering. Chances are you're either a Seahawks fan or a Raiders fan. That being said, I'm not going to spoil it right now, but keep that in mind. I will have 10 fresh new questions coming up for you guys during halftime, so don't go anywhere. We've got a 2nd down and 10 when the second quarter starts right now, guys. This is the end of the first quarter, so we do have a little bit of pause time right now. Let me see where the chat is, and I want to read some of the chats this time instead of reading some stats with you guys. John Young in the house. Jeff Metterling saying, this is my 2nd year being on Football Nation and enjoying chatting with all of you that I've met here. Appreciate you, Jeff. So shout out to Jeff, CMC you later. John Young, who's saying go Raiders. Donzel in the house. Isaiah, welcome back, dude. Isaiah is in the house. Brandy's saying I might just have to come up with something else that was on the fly. Niners will epic fail like last season, says Alec. Woo! Oh. Someone did ask me earlier, Alec asking which quarterback is out there. Right now, the quarterback out there for the Las Vegas Raiders, which, there we go. Las Vegas Raiders have possession. It is going to be Aiden O'Connell. Geno Smith did the opening drive. That was it. The opening drive was a quick, 3 and out. So a bad start there for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they are down by 7 as we start the second quarter here. Someone asked what games it is that I am covering. Well, let's talk about it. By the way, running back comparison, both teams terrible on the ground. Wide receiver comparison, they were kind of decent. But the one that's important is this right here, guys. I will be covering Thursday, September 4th, the opening game of the season, my Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles. Then on Friday, Friday, September 5th, there will be another football game, Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. Then on Sunday, we've got the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills as the primetime game. And I also will be covering this Lions. I'll cover the entire NFC North because on Monday I'll be covering the Vikings and the Bears. I cannot cover all of these teams, guys, but I do have something to bring up with this. Here's a big throw from Aiden O'Connell. He lets this one go, and it's picked off. Oh, my goodness, that was a terrible throw, and this is going to be a big return. The Seattle Seahawks get the football back. My goodness. Wow. That was a terrible throw, and Josh Joby was there the entire way, bro. Josh Joby just picked that one off on 2nd down and 10 to open this one up. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what the flag is. That was a terrible throw from Aiden O'Connell. That's the kind of plays that I make on Madden, and you know what's crazy there is that Aiden O'Connell just didn't have the arm. Aiden O'Connell just didn't have the arm. He waited too long to throw that one. If he would have thrown it sooner, right when he had beat the defender there, Thornton absolutely smoked Joby. And so there's a silver lining there. It's that Thornton is really fast because he blew right past Josh Joby. So it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct here on Joby. That's okay. Doesn't matter. The interception still stands. 14 minutes and 47 seconds. 14:47. Well, let's see what happens. Frog, I see you saying pride. Homie was first, says Adam. I got a girl in the state at Texas. Okay, I see you, Adam, dropping bars out there in the chat. Love LeBron says you suck if Raiders lose. Here's the throw from Drew Lock. He was under pressure right there. The pressure came in quickly. The incomplete pass stops the clock. 2nd down and 10 coming up right now with 14:40 left to go. Incomplete pass. The football is on the Seattle Seahawks' own 32-yard line. Seattle Seahawks now heading in this direction. Seahawks heading towards their own logo right now, which makes things easy. Let's go ahead and change possession here as well. Seahawks have possession. Quarterback is Drew Lock right now. 14:40 left to go in the first half of this football game. I see you, Matthew Olson. I see you, DXX. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. What? That looked like a face mask to me. There was no flag on the play. That's also no gain right here. This will bring up a 3rd down, no gain. And keeps the clock ticking. Thank you, John Sanchez, for subscribing. And to anyone else who subscribed to this channel, cheers to you guys. So Tyree Wilson last season had 14 tackles. He made the tackle just now. 4.5 sacks and a forced fumble. That was a tackle with no gain right now. 14 minutes left to go here in the first half. A shotgun formation for Drew Lock. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here we go from the 32-yard line. 4-man rush coming in. Drew Lock with plenty of time. He delivers. The catch is made. A flag comes in. Who's that on? Catch will be made there. And this is going to end up being a DPI anyways. So Horton was there on the grab for the Seattle Seahawks. Let's stop the clock because it's 13:56 and the flag did come in right now. Let's find out what this is. Pass interference, defense. The penalty is declined. It's still good for a first down, so that'll go down as a 23-yard gain for Thornton, and the football is to the Las Vegas Raiders 45-yard line. Seattle cooking right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wonder what Pete Carroll's going to say now. Here's the snap. Drew Lock looks right. Drew Lock throws right, throws that one away into the sideline. That pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 13:39. This does bring up a second down. So second down and 10 coming up right now with 13:39 left to go. Best on YouTube, says CMC. Late appreciate that. Seahawks wide receiver pushed off. That should be a foul, says Alec in the chat right now. At Seal, Emmett has a career most running back dream. Yeah, facts there, dude. All right, guys, from the 45-yard line, second down and 10. A bad snap right there. Drew Lock is chasing it. It's going to end up being laid down on top of by the Seattle Seahawks. And the Seahawks luckily keep the football, but that was a dangerous snap right there. A bad snap under center for Seattle. And Drew Lock almost lost the football there. So the clock is hot. This brings up a third down, and it's going to be a third down and forever. It's actually a third down and 39 football at the Seattle 26-yard line. Look at how far backwards they went. Wow. Look at the gap down below. They've got to go 29 yards on this third down, and he will actually lose a yard. Big stop there for the Las Vegas Raiders defense. Raiders defense happy to put up that fourth down right now. This does bring up a fourth down and forever. And let's go ahead and just type this in. It's a 4th and 39. 4th and 39. I didn't think that was like legit, but yeah, it is. 4th down and 39. Here comes the punt team for Seattle. Great job to get the pressure in right now. Martinez, the running back, is lined up to return this one. Here is the boot, and this one has a lot of hang time, but it's not very deep. It's signaled a fair catch at about the 26-yard line, and we get a 1st and 10 at the Las Vegas Raiders 26. 1st and 10 at the Las Vegas Raiders 26-yard line. Guys, I hope that y'all are enjoying this live stream commentary. We are in the second quarter right now with 12 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. It's still just a one-possession game. Las Vegas Raiders definitely still in this one right here. Let's take a quick look at what we were talking about earlier. So here's a question to you guys. Who is your NFL team? Some of you guys might just be watching because you're enjoying the commentary or because you enjoy the community that we've built right here on Football Nation. Thank you guys for sticking around. But who is your NFL team? Sportsboy 90. Who is your NFL team, Mark McKay? Julie, 49ers, week 1 against the Seattle Seahawks. Fabian saying, is Jeanty really done? Yeah, could be. David Baco saying, I'm enjoying this rock and roll. Key Lee saying, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Buccaneers got a game against the Seahawks. Williams saying, I'm sorry, against the Falcons here. Buccaneers got the Falcons in week 1. Couple Seattle fans like Norman out there. Gary saying Broncos. Broncos got the Titans. Y'all better win that one. How about them Cowboys? Sparky saying, with the Sparks on his Steelers out there, Lance, I see you. Lance, how confident are you about this week 1 game? Because Mike Vrabel is a hell of a coach. Not only that, but they are picking up Stephon Diggs, and they've got just a very different team. The New England Patriots are actually looking pretty good. We got a lot of Raiders fans in the house. No surprise there. Rams fan in the house going against the Houston Texans, one of the teams that is very close to my heart. I see you out there, DX, saying Raiders all the way. Quinn Hardy saying America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, guys? By the way, I always wear a tie during my live streams. Not during Cowboys games. I wear my jersey. I put on my Dez Bryant or my Jason Witten or my Dak Prescott jersey, and we ride, baby. The Broncos. Say Broncos, says Sports. Dude, the Broncos are solid too, man. Bo Nix is the real deal. Menace Time saying, let's go Browns. Okay, Futi saying the Chicago Bears. I will be covering your Chicago Bears on Monday night of week 1, guys. By the way, for those of you who are Raiders fans, guys, here are the numbers. or the next few games. Preseason for the Raiders, you've got the 49ers next week, and then you've got the Arizona Cardinals the week after that. But your first 3 games of the season are right there, y'all. 1st and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. We are at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Shotgun formation. Looks like Ashton Jeanty is out there right now. Mr. Brandy saying Mai Tai. I love Mai Tais. Here we go. Here's the snap. There's the drop back, and he winds up and fires. The catch is made right up the middle, and that's all the way to the 50-yard line. A gain of 25. My gosh. A big monster play right there. It looks like Thomas was there to make the grab. 25-yard gain. This does bring up another 1st and 10. We're at the 50. Line to gain is the 40, and now they're cooking. Let's keep the clock ticking right now. Keep the clock ticking right now. So it looks like McCormick is out there in the backfield. Not Jeanty. It is McCormick out there. And here's a handoff to McCormick, and McCormick will pick up maybe about 5 yards right there. 2nd down and 5. So a 5-yard gain keeps the clock moving, keeps them in good position right here offensively for the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandy saying, how ironic that the Steelers will be facing off the Jets in the first week with Rodgers as their quarterback and Justin Fields as the Jets quarterback. Little drama right there, too. All right, guys, 11 minutes left to go in the first half, and we got a shotgun formation. Shotgun formation. Aiden O'Connell takes the snap. We're at the 45-yard line. He throws this one, and it is caught. A big monster grab for 33 yards. A big play to Beckman. Boom, baby. 1st down for the Las Vegas Raiders. Wow, that puts us inside the red zone, guys. That does put us inside the red zone here. So we got a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 11. So the line to gain is just the 1-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up right here at the 11. Here we go. Shotgun formation. There's the snap, dropping back, surveys in the pocket, has to scramble, will wind up and throw. Aiden O'Connell, the pass is incomplete. That was a 1st and 10. The pass was incomplete. This does bring up a 2nd down and 10. And the incomplete pass stops the clock with 10-11 left to go. So 10-11 left to go. 2nd down and 10. The Las Vegas Raiders inside of the red zone right now. In red zone territory. 10 and 11. Position arrow on wrong team. Thank you. Possession arrow on wrong team. Thank you. Here we go. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to the right-hand side. Tries to get around the corner. Drops the helmet. Uses the user truck stick, but does not gain much. Zamir White will pick up 2 yards. This will bring up a 3rd down and 8. They're at least in field goal range. Let's start the clock once again. Christopher, dude, seriously, legitimately, thank you for letting me know, bro. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Okay. All right, guys, from the 9-yard line, a 3rd down and 8 for Aiden O'Connell. Waiting for the snap. There it is. That could have been a false start, but no flag there. Aiden O'Connell will wind up and throw. The pass is incomplete, intended for number 81, Batchman? Could be Batchman. Not quite sure, but that pass was incomplete, and that does stop the clock with 9:26. It brings up a 4th down and 8 and a field goal to come up right now. So I think they should probably get a field goal attempt right here. Let's see how far they are right here. 27-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if they can knock this one back. You can see it right here. 27-yard field goal attempt here for Daniel Carlson. Here's the snap and the kick from the right hash. That is straight down the middle right there. And that's good for 3 points. You can put 3 points on the board for the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Raiders get 3 points right there. Should we do it? Should we do it? Yeah, I think we should do it. Should we do what? Let's do this. Okay. Chip shot, says Christopher Williams. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. So Carlson knocks down the 27-yard field goal. It's a good, beautiful kick. No issues there. Let's make sure that we get the lo-fi turned back on. One of the best. Let's go. So it's a 7-3 game. Seattle about to get the football here. Reset this one. We should get a 1st and 10. Second quarter with 9 and some change, about 9.5 left to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome one and all to this live stream. My name is Mario. If this is your first time watching, welcome, guys. If this is not your first time watching, welcome back. Appreciate y'all. If you have been here before, if you were here with us during the football season last year, let's effing go. By the way, we say that because this channel is called Football Nation FN. You get it? It's the little logo right here. Let's effing go. You get it? You get it. Okay, let's get some fresh new scrolling text at the bottom of the screen. You guys are probably sick and tired of reading the same thing, scrolling by over and over again. And, of course, this is going to end up changing. Let's get to 500 likes, says Country Kisses. I have no idea how many people are watching this live stream. I have no idea how many likes we have so far, but I am here for it, baby. I am fired up. I am fired up, man. Geno Smith couldn't do it against the third string and practice squad, says Hawk Madman. Woo. Do I play Dynasty? I do play Dynasty, bro. I'm on my sleeper league. We just drafted. I picked up Ted McMillan, and I feel pretty good about McMillan with Bryce Young. I like that combo right there. Josh asking when I will be live again. I'll be live tomorrow, and I'll be live on Saturday, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Josh, man, I'm live quite often, my friend. Can I like my own stream? I sure can, Gary, but what's the point? If I didn't like what I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it. I don't need to self-validate. It was freaking hot in South Carolina. Southern California today, says Preston. What's up, Preston? We got almost 1,000 views and 200+ likes. Okay, rock and roll, man. Hey, man, I'll take a 20%. I'll take 20% right there, guys. But, hey, if you are still with me, if I've had your attention for 5 minutes, or if you even think that this is a cool idea or a concept for a stream, smash that like button. It does help the algorithm push this out to other people. And if you're sticking with me, guys, give me 5-10 minutes of your time. If you have commitment issues and you don't want to subscribe, I get it, bro. That's okay. Just give me 10 minutes of your time. Literally set your timer for 10 minutes, and let's get through this drive right now. Here's the quick question, guys. We're gonna start a poll. We're gonna start a poll. Will Seattle score on this drive? Yes or no, guys? Here we go. Seattle Seahawks with the football right now. We are at the 35-yard line to open this up. Here is the snap. There is the handoff towards the left-hand side. It'll be a loss of 2 yards right now instead, actually. At the 35-yard line, line to gain is the 45. It looks like that's going to end up being no loss, no gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. 9:20 left to go. I don't know why the clock stopped. That was a running play that was done inside unless there's an injury out there. And there's not. Okay, well, waiting for it. 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Drew Lock drops back. He winds up. He throws. That is swatted down at the line of scrimmage. This will stop the clock with 9:16 left to go. This will bring up a 3rd down and 10. Well, it's starting to look like a big fat no right now. Starting to look like a big fat no right now. Is Jeanty coming back out? Probably not, QB. Probably not. Jeanty did not have a great start either, I will say. We're back and we have wrenches, says Country Kisses. Hell yeah, you do. Here we go, 35-yard line, shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the top of the screen and 1 at the bottom. Here is the snap, dropping back. Drew Lock will wind up and throw. The screenplay works. A 10-yard gain, a 15-yard gain, a gain of 20 up to the 45-yard line across midfield. Seattle Seahawks with Holani again. 1st down, Seattle. Who is this man? Oh, my goodness. Holani just crushing this Raiders team right now. Holani doing a fantastic job on the ground. It was a screenplay that ended up breaking for 20 yards, guys. This ends up bringing up a 1st and 10 right now. 1st and 10 from about the Las Vegas Raiders 45-yard line. We are already in enemy territory here. Seattle Seahawks with the football here. The score 73. Here's the snap. Dropping back. Drew Lock in the pocket will wind up and deliver a beautiful pass to the 25, the 20, the 15, down at about the 14-yard line. Another first down for Seattle. First down. This time it's Young on the other side of that for 31 yards. My gosh. Seal sent this tie. Appreciate that, Mr. Brady. Wow. To the Vegas 14-yard line, and just like that, the Seattle Seahawks are marching right now. Seattle Seahawks looking dangerous. And this is with Drew Lock out here, man. An offset I formation. Here's the snap and a handoff. A short gain of about 2 yards. Ooh, actually a little help from his friends. A gain of about 3, maybe 4. And this will bring up a 2nd down and 7. So, gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Looks like the ball carrier there was Martinez again. Martinez picking up a few. I need to fix my clock here. We got 7:28 left to go. Change the color. Seahawks are yellow. What? What are you talking about? Here's the snap, dropping back. There's the handoff there to the back, and this will be about a yard, maybe 2-yard gain right here up to about the 10-yard line. This brings up a 3rd down and 6. Call it a gain of 1. 3rd down and 6 coming up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the clock is still ticking right now with about 7 minutes left to go. Only so many times you can run into Henry or be drugged by Lamar before you fizz out. Wait, what, Brandy? What did I miss? First preseason game. Fans already calling the season on both sides. Facts, dude. Here we go. From the 10-yard line, empty backfield for Drew Lock. He will take the snap with 5 receivers on the run. The pass is made. The catch is made. It's good for a touchdown. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. Wow, a beautiful pitch and catch right there on 3rd down and 6. That is going to be Horton on the grab. Good for a touchdown, Seattle. Let's go. Wow, 6 more points here for the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seattle Seahawks gonna cook, man. Seattle Seahawks cooking. Bingo, says Mad Steve. Thank you, William. Been watching me for a while. I can tell you're really getting your stuff together. Appreciate that, man. Cheers to you. A big play, guys. 13-3 after this. Here's the kick. The kick is up, and this one almost looked like it was blocked. The extra point attempt was actually blocked by the Las Vegas Raiders. Wow. Talk about that keeps it a 10-point game. That could be a big difference right there, guys. A 10-point game is very different than an 11-point game. Like, very different. You may not think so, but you can tie it up with a field goal and a touchdown. Raiders have yet to score a touchdown, but this will take us to a commercial break, and the Raiders will be getting the football back here. Okay. Reset the downs, reset the distance. We've got 6:37 left to go, I should say. Add a little bit of time here. Approaching halftime right now. About midway through the quarter here, a little bit past that. Football is back, says Manuel Torres. Sure is. Betting preseason is very risky stuff. It sure is, Alec. Oh, wow. Even Zamir White is getting reps. Yeah, I traded him in Madden in a package deal for Pickens because Gibbs, Pickens? Because Gibbs, Pickens. And Fields, too, says Seal. All right, guys, here's a quick question for y'all in the chat area. I'm going to try to read as many of these as I possibly can. Where are you watching from? Where are you guys watching from? By the way, for those of you 57% who said yes, the Seattle Seahawks will score on this drive, congratulations, you were right. Where are you guys watching from right now? I love LeBron says too many beers. Dark saying I'm watching from home. Julie in Oregon, thanks for checking in, Julie. We got Doc Cholo. in here. Doc Cholo in Hawaii. Robert Zamora, just like me, in that San Antonio, the 210. I see Bagman Industries in LA. I see Slickman83 saying Drew Lock poppin'. Dude, Drew Lock is popping right now. 128 yards and a passing touchdown in the first already. In the first half, I should say. Austin, Texas says distorted audio. Hook 'em horns. We've got Southern Oregon out in the house. I see you, David. David saying Southern Oregon. Sparky saying in my living room. Get off my lawn in California. Gary in Washington State. X Chanced saying the outskirts of Seattle. Justin in Wisconsin. Love it. Love it. I actually really love Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin is beautiful, man. I actually proposed to my wife at Lambeau Field. Gilbert in the house right now saying San Bernardino. Love it. Not JT. What's up, dude? Welcome back, Not JT. Quinn Hardy in Fort Worth, Texas. Brandy in North Carolina. We got Lethal in Arizona. And Bismarck, North Dakota says Slim Cat. David Baco back in Bayaloop. Welcome back, my friend. Appreciate you. And E. Hall all the way in Antarctica. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't be able to read all of these comments. We just got the kickoff to open up the next play right here. Up to the 20-yard line, down at about the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas Raiders now have the football. And we've got 6:32 left to go in the first half. Okay. 6:32 left to go. 1st and 10 from the Vegas 23, which means the yellow goes to the 33 and the blue goes to the 23. I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for keeping the conversation flowing, man. Thanks for keeping the chat lively and keeping it clean and adult and not spammy and lame. I appreciate you guys. 6 minutes and 32 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Waiting for the snap right now is Aiden O'Connell in a shotgun formation. Looks like right next to him is going to be Sincere, but he doesn't need to pass it to Sincere. Instead, he ends up passing it backwards, and a loss of a yard on here brings up a 2nd down and 11. Pete Carroll's offense going nowhere right now. They still have halftime to talk about it and maybe find a way back into this. But on the ground, guys, take a look at this. On the ground, a total of 17 yards in the first half of this game for the Las Vegas Raiders. Shotgun formation. They did not run the football well last season either. Shotgun formation, 2nd down and 11. Sincere McCormick standing to the left of Aiden O'Connell. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Here's the snap. McCormick gets the carry. He goes around the right side. He will pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards on this one. With 5:40 left to go. This will bring up a 3rd down, and 8. So 3rd down and 8, very little gain. Tough sledding right now on the ground for this Las Vegas Raiders team. Las Vegas Raiders on the ground, not doing so hot. Brent in Chattanooga, classy C lady in Las Vegas. Appreciate you, love LeBron. He's saying you're a great dude. Well, you're a great dude. Here we go, guys. 3rd down and 8 from the 25-yard line. We're at the 25. The line to gain is the 33. Waiting for the snap right now. Aiden O'Connell steps up. The play clock down to 1. Got to get this snap off. Double zeros on the clock. That needs to be a timeout or a delay of game. I can't believe. Yeah, there's the flag, guys. This is going to be delay of game for sure against the Raiders. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Prior to the clock expiring, the Raiders will take their first timeout of the half. Yeah, nice try. I mean, I don't know about that, but they're going to let him take it. They're going to let him bail it out. Joey saying you're a gentleman and a scholar. Well, I don't know about either of those, but I do appreciate you, and your vernacular is spectacular. Let's move that to closer to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the line to gain is the 33. We have 5:02 left to go, and it's a big 3rd down for the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are on the 25-yard line right now, and they need 8 yards to move the sticks. Without it, they're in danger of having this game start to slip away from them. Shotgun formation with 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Aiden O'Connell waiting for the snap. Sincere McCormick is out there once again. Directing traffic is Aiden O'Connell. Showing blitz, they do bring 5. There's the blitz, the wind up, the throw, it's intercepted again. Seattle with the football, they get all the way out to the 28-yard line. And in great field position, the Seattle Seahawks will take over. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what the flag is. Aiden O'Connell puts that back in the hands of Seattle, but let's find out what the flag is right now. Holy smokes, man. What a play. What an interception right there. My gosh. And you can see the entire Seahawks. I'm telling you guys, this Seahawks defense is going to be different this year. Thank you, John Tavius, president. Let's find out what the flag is really quick, guys. There is no foul for roughing the passer on the play. After the play, though, there is a penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. So this makes it a 1st and 10 from the Las Vegas Raiders' 42-yard line. It's a weak call for unsportsmanlike conduct, but they called it, and the Seattle Seahawks have the football in great field position. Drew Lock, it's time to pull him, coach. Drew Lock is done. That's the second interception. Or I'm sorry, that's Aiden O'Connell. That's the second interception for him. I think we know that Aiden O'Connell was ass all season last season. No offense to you Raiders fans, but he was definitely not very good. Now, there is another option. There is another option out there for the Seattle Seahawks in Cam Miller. Cam Miller can definitely still perform. Out of North Dakota State, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Drew Lock looks left. He throws left. The catch made in the backfield up inside the 40, down at about the 35-yard line right here. And that is going to be, I don't know, I saw my screen just totally glitched on me. Everything just went blank and came back up. Let me reset all of my stuff here. Turn off the flag. Possession is now with the Seahawks. It is going to be a 2nd down. We got a 2nd down and 2 after an 8-yard gain right there. So a 2nd down and 2 after an 8-yard gain on the left-hand side there for Martinez. Martinez gets the carry again. Does he pick up the 1st down? I think the officials might give it to him. It was 2nd down and 2. I think they're going to mark it just a little bit short for Martinez with 4 minutes left to go here. Clock is hot with 4:05. Start the clock once again. So I think it's time to pull Aiden O'Connell. If you're with me, say I'm with you. I think it's time to see Cam Miller and what this guy out of North Dakota State can do. I think it's time. I don't know why Pete Carroll's so worried about it. Just bring him out, bro, because obviously Aiden O'Connell ain't it. He's playing against 2nd-string players. He's playing against 2nd-string players. Like, you got to be better than that. Aiden O'Connell doesn't have the arm. Aiden O'Connell doesn't have the vision. He can't execute the plays as they're being called. And some of these plays I know are being dialed up right now by Pete Carroll, and he just cannot execute. That's okay, though. The clock has stopped, guys. We got a 2nd down and 2. Looks like a 2nd down and a measurement here. They are going to measure this, and they're probably going to use their new technology here, but I think it's going to be short. I mean, it's short by like a half a yard. I don't think that that's a really big. They're measuring, guys. They're measuring. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. I would honestly call that a 3rd down in inches. So 4:01, I call that a 3rd down in inches. Giggity. Yeah, okay, so 3rd down. O'Connell is just speed running. Cut me, Carroll. I feel like that is, man. The Raiders need to do something, says Country Kisses. I'm with you. I'm with you. Probably after halftime, after a timeout, through an interception. Yeah, KD. So 3rd down and inches coming up right now. We've got a single back formation. Drew Lock with the quarterback sneak, and Drew Lock will pick up the 1st down for Seattle. 1st down, Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks pick up the 1st down right here. Well done. We got a 1st and goal coming up, and the clock is ticking once again. So this moves the chains. We got a 1st and 10 to the Vegas 31-yard line. Stormy, I see you out there. Is Geno Smith still playing? No, Geno's definitely out. We're at the 31-yard line. Drew Lock under center. Motion on the field right here from the tight end. Looks like a jumbo set formation. Fakes the, it's a little play action. Drew Lock is on the move. Drew Lock will wind up and throw. The catch is made. A gain of 5 up to the 26-yard line. That brings up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle on the run. Seattle on the move. Seattle on the march. How about it? How about it? Looks like that may have stopped the clock. No, the clock is still ticking. Class C lady says yes. Y'all think Sam will do better than Geno for the Seahawks? Thoughts? I don't know, man. I'd like to see what Geno Smith can do here for Las Vegas. We'll probably get to see more of him later on, but we've got a single back formation once again. Here's the snap and a handoff this time. Looks like Martinez will get the carry here. He will pick up about 4 yards. There's a penalty on the play. That looks like a holding on the offense. It is a holding on the offense, guys. Holding against the Seattle Seahawks. That stops the clock. So that will back them up 10 yards. Repeat the down. That moves them to about the 37. Repeat the down. 2nd down and 16 is what I see on my screen. So 2nd down and 16 coming up from the Las Vegas Raiders 37-yard line. The line to gain is the 21. The 21. Rayshawn Robinson just subscribed. Appreciate you, Rayshawn. Fist bumps to you, my friend. Kevin Taylor saying, woot, Sam versus Geno. One had to play in preseason. One had to play, for sure. And ladies and gentlemen, we just hit the 2-minute warning here. So, 2 minutes, and we go to a quick commercial break. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Are you guys still with me? Check, check, mic, check. Check, check, mic, check. Let's see if this interrupted stream got put back on. I think we're good. Don't know why my system crashed, but it looks like everything is back to ready. Yes, we're good. Okay, cool. Okay, glad to know that we're still here. Guys, if that upset you, hit the subscribe button, because obviously, if that upsets you, it's because I'm giving you some sort of value. I swear that was not planned. That was 100% on accident. My system just glitched. I'm going to make sure that I do some optimizing here on my hard drive. I do need to clear out some space. I've got some, I did get a notification earlier that my hard drive is filling up. I've been creating so much content during this off season that, you know, that kind of stuff just happens. But that's okay. We're good. Everything's good. We're still here. Hakuna Matata. Okay, guys. This means right now that I need to get all of this updated here. We've got a 2nd down and 16 from the Las Vegas Raiders 37-yard line. So we're at 37. The line to gain was what, the 20? What's up? Yeah, it happens. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Love you. Seattle Seahawks with the football. 2nd down and 16 from the 37-yard line. Here we go. Empty backfield. Drew Lock takes the snap. He's in the pocket. He scrambles. He will wind up and throw. The catch is made. The ball is not. The catch is not made. That hit jars that ball loose. What a play right there by Kelly. Big defensive stop right now for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 16. 3rd down and 16 with 1:55 left to go after the incomplete pass. Thanks, Joey, for hitting that subscribe button. Tim Gordon for hitting that subscribe button. And for everyone else who hit that subscribe button here as well. Justin, I see you out there. Thank you for subscribing. 1:55 left to go. Again from the 37. 3rd down and 16. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers right. Drew Lock waiting for the opportunity. He takes the snap. He flips the hips. He winds up and throws underneath. The catch is made at the 30-yard line. He goes down after a gain of about 7. This brings up a 4th down and 9. So we will get a field goal here. So a 3rd down and 9, and we will get a field goal here. It's going to be a longer one. Okay. So we're at the 30. It's going to be like, what, a 36, 37-yard field goal attempt, and it's going to be for the Seattle Seahawks. Did I add too many yards? Oops. No, I think that's about right. We're at the 30, 40. Here we go. Christine is one of my favorite quotes. It works here. Okay. All right. 147 left to go. 147 left to go. I really did not mean to scare you guys with this one, y'all. Here we go. So we've got Jason Myers lined up for this field goal here. It's a 48-yarder. Here's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The kick is up. It is off the post, and it's good. The Seattle Seahawks off the post will drill this one in. Okay, a big shot there, giggity, and it's good for 3 points. The Seattle Seahawks will convert the field goal. Man, I don't want to lose anyone. I don't want to lose anyone, so we're still here. We're still live. Kevin saying that's not a good sign. George, I see you with the subscribe. Thanks, guys, for hitting that subscribe. Mr. Brady saying Kevin said it was 47. I'm telling, Hey, guys, we got to ban Kevin now. We got to ban him. Just kidding, guys. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Mr. Brady. All right, guys, 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go in the first half of this one. By the way, I do have a trivia quiz for you guys, so do not go anywhere during halftime. Do not go anywhere during halftime. For those of you watching on the West Coast, thank you guys for sticking around. For those of you who are on the East Coast and are awake for a game like this right now, you are the real troopers. It is 10:30 p.m. here in San Antonio, Texas, where we are live streaming from. And we're going to have a 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Las Vegas Raiders, who are going to try to get some points back on this drive. So let's do a quick poll, guys. Can the Raiders score before half? Yes or no? Can the Raiders score before half? We're at the 35-yard line. The line to gain is the 45. Let's go ahead and move this up quickly here. Shotgun formation. You got Sincere McCormick standing to the left of Aiden O'Connell with trips to the right. Here's the snap, and O'Connell is staring right the whole time. He will wind up and throw. A difficult play made. The catch is made. No touch. He gets back up on his feet, and he goes down after a monster gain of about 35. Hurry-up offense flag on the play. Never mind that hurry-up offense. Let's stop the clock here. Holding on the offense. Bring it back. Repeat first down, and you're going to get a 1st and 20 after a holding call here. Yikes, this puts them all the way back to the 25-yard line, and now it's starting to look a little more difficult here. 1st and 20 from the Las Vegas 25. Let's see what can happen. Tim saying, go Raiders. What up, Tim? Disney Aura in the house saying, let's go Seahawks. Okay, guys, real quick. If you guys want to sign up for free prizes, y'all, we're doing a $100 giveaway in week 1 for weekly pick'ems. You can click on that link right there, y'all. That is a Google Docs link, and all the rules and conditions will apply. Aiden O'Connell takes a big shot right here. A difficult play to be made on the sideline. The pass is incomplete. This brings up a 2nd down and 20. So 2nd down and 20 with about 1:29 left to go. Took a little bit of time off the clock right there. This is what it's for, y'all. So, turn this stuff off real quick like. Okay, if you can guess all of the winners for week 1, you guys could win $100. All you got to do is get all of these right, and it has happened twice already. There's the snap on 2nd down and 20 from the 25. Aiden O'Connell threads the needle, drops the helmet. Looks like it may not be enough here. That'll be a gain of about 19. That will be a gain of 19, so that's a monster gain here. Here's the snap. O'Connell drops back. 3rd down and 1. The catch is made quickly, and that will be good for a 1st down. They do signal to stop the clock, so we got 1:05 left to go. 1:05 left to go. The clock has stopped. It's a fresh new set of downs. We got a 1st and 10 coming up here from, looks like the 47. 1st and 10 from the 47. Looks like the 43 is the line to gain. Let's see if they can get it. The clock is stopped. The Las Vegas Raiders had to use another timeout. There was, looks like a second timeout being used here. So the Raiders only have one timeout left. They used one earlier to avoid the delay of game, and it looks like a second timeout being called here by Pete Carroll. The score is 16-3, Las Vegas with the football. They have most of the field still left to go. They are on their own 37-yard line. He technically wasn't out, and he did go out. Huh, interesting. Was that a challenge? That could have been, I don't know. The point is that the clock is stopped right now. We've got 1:05 left to go here in the first half. Guys, we do have a trivia quiz, and that'll be fun there as well. The 47, just like Kevin said. The 47, just like Kevin said. We got 262 likes right now on this live stream. Be sure to smash that like button, guys. 1st and 10 coming up right now. What are they saying? Waiting for the call from the officials, y'all. Nothing has happened just yet. Take a quick look. Got about 750 of you guys watching right now. Looks like my stream status says got a bad connection right here. They're going to run 10 seconds from here, 56 seconds on the game clock. So they're doing the shin. The shin is down. That's fair. The shin is down. That's fair. Raiders need to shake it up. Whatever they're doing isn't working. Try something new. Time to try something new. Okay, guys, 56 seconds on the game clock. 1st and 10 coming up. Here is the snap. Aiden O'Connell feels the pressure. He winds up and throws. Is the catch made? I don't think so. That's going to be an incomplete pass. This brings up a 2nd down. Reset this. 2nd down right here. 2nd down and 10. 51 seconds left to go. 51 seconds left to go. I'm in Corpus Christi, says Josh. Man, well, cheers to you, Texas. I heart Gorst. What is Gorst? I don't know what Gorst is. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 10 coming up right now. Here's the snap, dropping back. Aiden O'Connell on 2nd and 10. Feels the pressure, takes the hit. Gets rid of the football. It does bring up a 3rd down. Stops the clock with 45 seconds left to go. Raiders not looking good in this half, but you never know, man. They could find a way to get back into this one. They could definitely find a way to get back into this one. I used to live in San Antonio, says Josh, man. Well, rock to you, man. Gorst is the Borst in the Korst, says, oh, dude, you're going to give me a stroke, bro. Okay, 47 seconds left to go in the first half. Shotgun formation. 3rd and 10 from the 47-yard line with 47 seconds left to go. Can Las Vegas convert this 3rd down? Here's the snap. Aiden O'Connell against a 4-man rush throws that one out, and this catch will be made. And they're going to hurry up right now. It looks like it was a gain of about 7.5, so this will bring up a 4th down. Are they saying it's a 1st down? They are. A fresh new set of downs. They called that a 1st and 10. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. A run to the right-hand side. 21 seconds left to go. And a timeout will be called here. Maybe the final timeout. I got 21 seconds left on my board, guys, is what it says. So I'm going to stop the clock here. It says that the clock has stopped. It says 2nd down and 7. So unless the Raiders just somehow got a way to get the officials to stop the clock for them without using a timeout, I don't know why the clock stopped. I don't know why the clock has stopped, but the clock has definitely stopped. Carlson might get another field goal opportunity here. 2nd down and 7, guys. A field goal would make this a 10-point game, and it's still possible. We've got 3-6-2-69. Giggity. Shotgun formation. Here we go. From the 41-yard line. The line to gain is looks like it's the 33 here. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. O'Connell takes it. He drops back, looks left, telegraphs, winds up, throws. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 7. Brings up a 3rd down and 7. Let me get my my stuff correct here. So this needs to be there, and this needs to be right on the 40. Okay. Y'all feeling it? Joey Davis saying giggity. Giggity, giggity. Giggity goo. All right, y'all. Are you still with me? Shout out to those of you who have been here since the start of the live stream. I know it's getting late for a lot of you guys, and it is a work night. I know a lot of you guys got to go to work tomorrow morning, so thank you for giving me your time. Looks like the officials come in. They will call a timeout. Seattle Seahawks want to take a moment to talk about this. So that's one timeout there for Seattle. Okay, let's take a beat here. So what I was saying, guys, here it is in the chat one more time. Look, if you guys want a chance to win $100, I am giving away $100. Giving it away. You don't got to pay to play. All you got to do is click the link that I just put in the chat area. It'll take you to the Google Doc. I have all of these games lined up, ready to go, and you guys, all you got to do is select who you think will be the winner. If you get them all right, guys, you will automatically be put into the raffle to win $100. And it's not necessarily a raffle. There is a tiebreaker out there if we have multiple people who guess it right. We've got 3 weeks until we do our very first one. I'd love to see, 100, 200, 300 people signed up to play. Here we go. 3rd down and 7, y'all. After the timeout, we're back at it again. 3rd down and 7. Here's the snap. O'Connell will wind up and throw. The catch is going to be short. They need to hurry up and get back to the line, and they need to spike this football. This will bring up a 4th down. 9 seconds left. No, they don't. They have a timeout left. Somehow the clock has already stopped, though. They brought the field goal unit out, and the clock is ticking. So there's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. It is wide right with 1 second left to go. They're going to let that go. That'll be it, guys. That's the end of the first half, and we go into halftime. Okay. So, halftime. Let's get ourselves shaken out a little bit, guys. For those of y'all who are going to stick around for the rest of the game, feel free to do so. For those of you guys who are thinking about leaving, before you do so, let's do a quick trivia quiz before you guys dip out. All right, guys, I'm going to ask y'all a series of questions. I got 10 questions for y'all. Questions that you might think that you know, but I'm about to blow your nips off with the answers here, man. I'm about to blow your minds here. So, are you ready? Let's start with question number 1, guys. Question number 1. What is the name of the Seattle Seahawks mascot? Is it A, Riptide? Is it B, Swoop? Or is it C, Blitz? A, B, or C? What do you think the answer is here, y'all? A, B, or C, what is the name of the Seattle Seahawks mascot? Don't worry, there is no penalties for wrong answers. We're doing this just for funsies. We got about 5 seconds on the clock right now. What do you think the answer is? The answer is Blitz, guys. His name is Blitz. He is a Seahawk, and it's a pretty obvious name considering that they were, that. So they have had multiple mascots in the past, but Blitz came in 1998 and serves as the official mascot for Seattle. Question number 2, y'all. Here we go. Who holds the franchise record for the most career passing yards for the Las Vegas Raiders? Is it A, Ken Stabler? Is it B, Rich Gannon? Or is it C, Derek Carr? A, B, or C, guys, who holds the record for this team in career passing yards? A, B, or C? What do you think the answer is? Guys, the answer, believe it or not, is actually Derek Carr. Derek Carr played for the Raiders from 2014 to 2022, and he actually has 35,000 yards. The next closest is Ken Stabler, and Stabler only has 19,000. So, yeah, the answer is Derek Carr, and it's not even close. All right, guys, who holds the Seattle Seahawks franchise record for the most passing yards in a single game? Is it A, Geno Smith? Is it B, Matt Hasselbeck? Or is it C, Russell Wilson? A, B, or C? You got 8 seconds to answer this one. Don't worry, guys. No penalties for wrong answers. Just go ahead and fire away. The answer is actually Russell Wilson, y'all. Wilson, by far, y'all, had 452 passing yards in a single game. Not to be confused with Geno Smith, who had the most passing yards in a single season. The most passing yards in a single game goes to Russell Wilson. Questions matter. The vernacular matters. All right, guys. Simple question here. What is the name of the Las Vegas Raiders fan section? You better know this one. Is it A, the Raider Pit? Is it B, the Black Hole? Or is it C, the Black Abyss? A, B, or C? This one is a gimme. You got to get this one right, man. A, B, or C? What do you think the answer is? Again, no penalties for wrong answers. The answer, most of you guys got that right. The answer is the Black Hole. It is the fan section, and it is where the scariest and the meanest looking Raiders fans go to cry together because the Raiders have not been good in a while. But that's besides the point. All right, guys, here we go. Next question for y'all. So, which player holds the Seattle Seahawks franchise record for the most rushing touchdowns in a single season? Is it A, Marshawn Lynch? Is it B, Sean Alexander? Or is it C, Kenneth Walker? Which of these guys has the most rushing touchdowns in a single season for the Seattle Seahawks? A, B, or C? Guys, it is not beast mode. It is Sean Alexander who was a beast mode on his own. He had 27 rushing touchdowns back in 2005. Y'all, MVP honors. He was, I mean, he led them to a Super Bowl. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6. Who holds the Las Vegas Raiders record for the most receiving yards in a single season? Is it A, Jerry Rice? Is it B, Davante Adams? Or is it C, Tim Brown? A, B, or C? What do you think the answer is here? Don't worry, guys. It's not as tricky as you might think. It's not as tricky as you guys might think. Now, Joey got this one right. The answer is actually Davante Adams. I don't know if you knew this or not. Now, he only played there for like 2 seasons. But in 2022, he put up 1,516 yards, which is for sure the most for the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, guys, question number 7. Which Seattle Seahawks player was allegedly targeted in an extortion attempt by an OnlyFans model earlier this season? It was technically last season. It's a repeat question from last year. But which Seattle Seahawks was extorted by an OnlyFans model last season? Was it A, DK Metcalf, B, Reek Woolen, or C, Byron Murphy? A, B, or C? Guys, the answer is Byron Murphy. Byron Murphy was, he was a target of an extortion attempt. Literally, the FBI had to get involved because this woman was trying to get a whole bunch of money out of him. It's a fun story. You can look it up if you want to in your own time, but yeah. Let's move on to question number 8. All right, guys, I got a few more for y'all. Okay, so fantasy football originated with the Oakland Raiders back in 1963. What was the name of the first ever fantasy football league? Was it A, the Golden Gate Pigskin Predictors Association? Was it B, the Oakland End Zone Experts Syndicate? Or was it C, the Greater Oakland Professional Pigskins Prognosticators League? One of these is legitimately the name of the very first fantasy football league ever, and the answer is the Greater Oakland Professional Pigskins Prognosticators League, the GOPPPL, for those of you who did not know this about fantasy football. Thanks to the Oakland Raiders, we have fantasy football. Facts. Question number 9, guys. Question number 9. Who holds the Seattle Seahawks record for the most receptions in a single season? Is it A, Tyler Lockett? Is it B, DK Metcalf? Or is it C, Doug Baldwin? A, B, or C? What do you think? That's hilarious, says Brandy. Our league is not called that, Brandy. Our league is not the GOPPPL. Guys, most receptions in a single season for the Seattle Seahawks, the answer is Tyler Lockett. Now, what's interesting is that it's actually a tie now because Tyler Lockett and Jackson Smith and Jigba now have officially hit 100 total catches in a single season. So they're actually tied right now, JSN and Tyler Lockett. I just had Tyler Lockett's name up there. All right, guys, what is the name of the Raiders' current home stadium? This is another gimme. I hope you guys end on a high note here. Is it A, Allegiant Stadium? Is it B, Oakland Coliseum? Or is it C, Candlestick Park? A, B, or C? A, B, or C, what is the name of the Raiders' current stadium? Guys, the current stadium for the Las Vegas Raiders is Allegiant Stadium. And it's beautiful, dude. It's awesome. I saw Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani there one time, and it was it's a very cool stadium, man. I will say that. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I had for the trivia quiz today. How did you guys do on the trivia quiz? Did you get 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10? Did you get them all right? If you guys enjoyed that, be sure to smash that like button, guys. By the way, once again, we are still doing the promotion here for Underdog. If you sign up using our promo code, you can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. If you guys want the link to sign up, it is right here. Heyo. Here's the link, guys. If you use that link, then you guys can get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Every penny, any donation that you guys make here, it does help this channel grow, so you guys can get extra money, and it kicks me back just a little bit as well for helping facilitate a new member here. So I would appreciate any support y'all are willing to give, and you guys get a little extra play money on the side, so a little mutual relationship right there. All right, guys, I'm going to turn down the music here on the Funky Quiz. We're going to go back to our lo-fi. Let's talk about what we saw in the first half of this game, guys. So far in this game, it has not been fantastic by any means for the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders had a chance to make it a 10-point game. It remains a 13-point game, but we still have a whole second half right now. You can see the point leaders right here for fantasy football. Guys, the quarterbacks combined have 1 point for the Las Vegas Raiders. The offense is not clicking. Drew Lock has 9 fantasy points in the first half of this one. How about Halani, the running back on the other side, way over there on the far right-hand side of your screens? Another little tip or trick, guys. If you've never seen this before, if you've never done this before, you can put your fingers on the screen and you can actually zoom in. You can zoom in on these numbers on this data over here. Let's see. I got 100, 1,000 out of 10. No need to investigate. I'm trustworthy. Nothing to see here, says Distorted Audio. Okay. Gary got 6 out of 10. KD Espresso got 3 out of 10. KC got 8 out of 10. Well done, KC. Country Kisses says, I did terribly. David saying, I got 10 out of 10. Rock and roll, David. Julie got 1 out of 10. Sam was 5 for 5. Must have jumped in halfway through there. Appreciate you, Sam. Thanks for checking in. Phoenix is fiending. 4 out of 10. Appreciate you guys. Hey, man, thanks for letting me know. Someone's behind of still picking reload after it goes. That's facts. Refresh your pages. All right, guys, it's halftime right now. It is halftime right now. And so far in this game, the Las Vegas Raiders have had 12 minutes of possession, and the Seattle Seahawks have had 17 minutes of possession. Almost 18 minutes of possession. Let's do a quick adjustment here. I'm going to unlock this and move this stat board real quick so you guys can see some fresh new data. All right, guys, team stats for this game. I'm going to bring this out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Okay, y'all can see time of possession, first downs, all of these numbers here for the opening of this game. Third down conversions. They've only converted the Las Vegas Raiders on the inside track, the Seattle Seahawks on the outside track. Las Vegas only converting 3 out of 8 so far in this game. Fourth down conversions, neither team has had to go for it on fourth down. Total net yards, it's actually not that much more for the Seattle Seahawks, but the Seahawks defense has been on fire, bro. Seattle Seahawks defense has been so good. The Raiders need to change up their strategy. Pete Carroll is in rare form. He's usually much more fluid than this. Well, I mean, he is dealing with a bunch of second strings and third strings right now. It kind of is what it is. Plus, it's his first year back at coaching since he got canned by Seattle. So that's an interesting little storyline there. Total plays, guys, 38 total plays on offense for Seattle, just 30 total plays for the Las Vegas Raiders here. Average gain, believe it or not, both of these teams are over 5 yards per play on average. Now, rushing yards, this is a big difference here. 23 rushing yards for the Raiders, 75 rushing yards for the Seahawks. What that means, it may not seem like a huge number, but it is 3 times the rushing yards that the Raiders have. So when you got 75 rushing yards and your opponent only has 23 rushing yards, you're doing something right on the ground right there. 9 rushing attempts for the Raiders, 16 rushing attempts for the Seahawks. I think advantage definitely goes to the Seahawks there. Of course, 2 touchdowns on the day here for Seattle, none yet for the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders also have 2 turnovers in this game. You can see that here versus just the 1 turnover for Seattle. And we are lined up for kickoff here, so let's go ahead and change this back. Put this back to where it needs to be. Let's start the second half, guys. I'm sweating. I'm sweating up here. Let me grab my chair. Make sure I drink something because my voice is starting to go right now. But we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, the Raiders lined up to kick this off to the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks get the football here to start the second half. I was wondering where that went. Let's move this back over here. There's the kickoff, guys, and Seattle will bring this one up. Actually, not going to get that very far, up to about the 23-yard line. So, we move on to the third quarter. It's a 1st and 10. Let's reset the timer here with 14:54 left to go. Out to the 23-yard line, and the line to gain becomes the 33. We're still with it, guys. No need to lose energy now. We're just now getting to the good stuff. So here we go. Finally, Jalen Milroe is back out here. The man from Alabama, new quarterback in for the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the snap. There's the handoff around the right-hand side. Quickly, a gain of about 11 yards right there. That's good for a first down for Seattle. First down, Seahawks. The Seahawks pick up a first down right there. Right out the gate, they hand that one off to their running back. And it looks like this time that was Wright, who's barely even on the depth chart out here. He's the 5th running back on the list fighting for a roster spot, and given that one opportunity, he picks up 11 yards. Let's move this up to the 34-yard line. The line to gain is the 44. We got motion on the field. Milroe will take the snap. He will step up through the pocket. That's what he did in college. He's a scrambling quarterback. He gets to the 40. He picks up another first down, and just like that, we're already, my gosh. Excuse me, it was a great play right there, but the flag comes in for an offensive holding, so the play comes back. Flag on this one, 14-11, that stops the clock. 14-11, that stops the clock. Maybe age is catching up with Carroll, maybe. It's possible. It is possible. Kaysen, no, he didn't play because Kevin said so, says Mr. Brady. Did Brock Bowers play in this game? No, Brock Bowers did not play in this game. All right, guys, this backs them up to a 1st and 20. So let's turn off the flag. We got a first down and 20. And that's going to be a wind-up and a throw for Milroe. Milroe will pick up about 4 yards right there. Short gain here. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to be, looks like Jake Bobo gets the gain right there. By the way, the Seahawks have the football. 13 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. Let's keep the clock ticking. 1st and 15 becomes 1st and 20 becomes 2nd and 15. The football up to the 29-yard line. And they've got a ways to go. This is much more than 15 yards. Here's the snap. This is no gain right here. This time right will go around the left guard for a gain of just a yard right there, brought down by Jones and Carter. So that brings up a third down. Third down with 13 minutes left to go in the third. Jalen Milroe was the third-round pick for the Seattle Seahawks, again out of Alabama. Let's see what he can do. Tim Gordon saying that's why we got rid of Pete. Ooh, shots fired. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Milroe will look left and throw left. Almost picked off right there by the Las Vegas Raiders. It becomes a fourth down. And we got a 4th and 15. The punt unit will come out for Seattle. All that BS aside, he's saying you're doing a thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mr. Brady. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you very much. I like to keep things professional, but I want to make sure that you guys are still having fun. That's what this is all about. If you're not having fun, why even be here? 12 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. For whatever reason, the clock has stopped. Looks like the official stopped the clock. I mean, was that an incomplete pass? Oh, it probably was, and I guess I must have missed it. 10 first downs gifted by our friend Mr. Brady. Thank you, sir. Here's the punt. The football goes out to the 35-yard line as he is brought down out there. This will bring up a first down for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's ask the question, guys. Let's ask a quick question. Are the Raiders cooked? We're going to get a change of possession here, which means that we are going to get a quick commercial break. But my question to you guys, are the Raiders cooked? Yes or no? Let's also change the scrolling text at the bottom of the screen here. For those of you guys who are doing fantasy football, pay attention to the scrolling text at the bottom of the screen. Now, in real football, your quarterback is hands down the most important player. In fantasy football, not so much, because you need to fill in 2 running back spots and you need to fill in 3 wide receivers every single week. You only need to play 1 quarterback every week unless you're in a super flex. So for those of you who are looking to get into fantasy football for the first time, guys, those are the quarterbacks that you're going to want to consider picking up here. I would actually remove Trevor Lawrence from that list, and that's tough. That's tough. Right, because now he's got some real weapons, right? He's got Brian Thomas Jr., who was so good last season, and he's actually got Travis Hunter as well. So maybe Trevor Lawrence could be a top 10 quarterback. The name that I don't see up there, how did that happen? The name that I don't see up there that absolutely needs to be scrolling by at the bottom of the screen has to be Baker Mayfield. Julie, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Appreciate ya. Okay, is it 000s yet? I don't think so, bucko, says Chris. The game's not over. It's not over till it's over. And I do need to make some adjustments while we are in the middle of this commercial break, which means the Raiders get the possession. We get a first down here. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Raiders are at their own 35-yard line. The 45-yard line is the line to gain. Raiders are much better than this with Geno on the field. I would hope so, but we haven't really seen. We saw Geno not be very successful on the opening drive. I will say that. But let's see what the Raiders look like in a couple of weeks. Sam Darnold's currently being interviewed right now. It's very interesting to see Geno in preseason go up against his former team and Pete Carroll be there too. Like, it's kind of mind-blowing. You need to take Dak off the list, says Sam. Uh-oh. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. This time it'll be a gain of about 4. Looks like a short gain there. Williams got the carry. Someone trying to get onto the roster here for the Las Vegas Raiders. That'll be a gain of 4, actually, so a respectable gain. You can do that 3 times and move the sticks. Holy mackerel, yet another running back for the Raiders? Yeah, this running back list is getting pretty long, huh? Giggity. 2nd down and 6 from the 39-yard line. The line to gain is the 45. Here's the snap. Dropping back. Will wind up and throw. And O'Connell makes the pitch. O'Connell makes the throw. The catch is made. And it looks like that's going to be Dorsett. who makes the grab here. Let's pull up some of the wide receivers. Look at the list of wide receivers for both teams. This is crazy. This will bring up a first down, guys. Let's reset this and reset that. 1st and 10 coming up from the Vegas Raiders 49-yard line there, 1 yard shy of midfield. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 49, shotgun formation. They're showing blitz. They do rush 5. In the pocket, has to wind up and throw. Wide open. The catch is made. And another first down right there for Dorsett. A gain of 14. First down, Las Vegas. Out to the Seattle Seahawks 37-yard line. So now they're in enemy territory. Got to get to the 27-yard line. 37-yard line, got to get to the 27-yard line. Rocks the talk. Appreciate you for subscribing here. We need 19 more, guys. 19 more to get to the next level. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top of the screen and 1 to the bottom. Waiting for the snap right now. Aidan O'Connell. Inside the 40 in enemy territory, the 4-man rush. O'Connell has time. He threads the needle right up the middle. Another big grab. This time to Runyon for 20. Runyon picks up 20 yards on that play down to the Seattle Seahawks 17-yard line, and that puts us inside of the red zone. So we are now inside the red zone here, guys. Inside the red zone. Can the Raiders cap off this drive? Here we go, shotgun formation. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. A little spin move down inside the 15 at the 13. Call it the 12. This will bring up a 2nd down. So a 2nd down and about 6 here after a 4-yard gain on the spin move. Call it a gain of 5 down at the 12. Here we go. Moving quickly here, getting back to the line of scrimmage. They know they need points. A 2nd down and 5. My clock has not been ticking. Let's go ahead and fix the time right now. 9:45 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Looks right, throws right. The catch is made. Another first down here. Another big gain, a gain of 6. Aidan O'Connell connects with a man named Shorter for a medium-sized gain and a refresh of downs. We are now at the 6-yard line, so it's now a 1st and goal. 1st and goal coming up right now. Aidan O'Connell in the shotgun. I feel like my red zone music isn't loud enough. I feel like we can't hear it. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right, throwing right. The catch is made. He reaches. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas Raiders. Finally, the first touchdown of the game. First touchdown of the game, and the Las Vegas Raiders get one back. Let's go. Finally, says Nina. And living like Larry says boo. Okay. So we got a touchdown here. Here comes the extra point attempt. Waiting for it right now. Carlson going to try to knock this one back. He missed one earlier. There's the kick. The kick is up. The extra point is good, and it becomes a 6-point game. Now, I will say, if he had made that field goal at the end of the first half, guys, if he had made that field goal at the end of the first half, this would be a 3-point game. A very different story, but hey, that might come back to haunt him. Let me stop the clock. It's 9:05 left to go. And we finally got some action. After the touchdown, we do go to a quick commercial break. How is everybody doing today? All right, guys, quick question for y'all. What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but just let me know, guys. What do y'all think? This is what I do. This is literally my full-time job now. I'm a content creator, and my goal is to keep you guys entertained as best that I possibly can. So that last play was a receiving touchdown. It was a good play there for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's read some of the comments that are coming in right now. We see Sparky saying retired. Johnny Storm saying, I saved the world. Rock and roll, man. I was a bartender for a long time. Distorted with a $5 super chat saying I'm having a great time. Thanks for being a fun commentator. Born in Houston, raised in Austin, married in Detroit. Let's go Texans, Longhorns, and Lions. Appreciate that comment there, Distorted Audio. And thanks for sticking around, dude. You've been in here for a while. I have seen your name pop up quite a few times in the chat, dude. Thank you very much. Nina saying, a medical assistant. My wife is a labor and delivery nurse. Retired and watch TV all day, says Robert Zamora. Rock and roll. Julie was a registered nurse for 19 years. I don't know, chemical technician. Okay at TSMC, rock and roll. Feed me, Cam Miller, says Alec Lee. Mr. Brady says, I'm a tie maker. Joey Davis says, chill. I'm an accountant PM and programmer, says Connor. Okay. Country Kisses says sales. Sales, that's where the money's at, girl. Let's go. Seal saying, I sell propane and propane accessories. That's very King of the Hill of you. I put pipes in holes. Giggity. All right, Seal, I see you. Chicken Farmer, that's a new one. Never seen that one. Master Plumber in Northwest Arkansas, says William. Rock and roll, man. Thanks for that. I know that's definitely a trade that can leave. That can be quite lucrative. That's definitely a trade that can be quite lucrative. Sparky saying retired military and maintenance tech, rock and roll, man. Very cool. I worked for Goodwill auction website. Consider it a thrift store eBay, says Distorted Audio. Okay. How did the Raiders score? The Raiders scored off of a passing touchdown. Passing touchdown from Aiden O'Connell there. Aiden O'Connell connected with connected with Laub. So Aiden O'Connell had a short pass to the right side to Laub, number 23, who had a 6-yard touchdown. Then Carlson made that. So that's just to answer your question. Holly B is a teacher. Can you shout out my wife, Holly B? Taylor Williams? I got you, bro. Shout out, bro. But let's not spam the chat area. All right, guys. Unfortunately, you know, as this game goes, the important part is that I call every play, so I'm not able to read every single comment. The comments are first come, first serve, so when I ask a question, I'm only able to read the first ones that come up. We got a 1st and 10 from the Seattle 20 coming up right now, guys. 1st and 10, the Seattle Seahawks have the football. Here's the snap. Let's start the clock. There's the throw. The catch is made after a gain of about 6 right here. That moves the football up to the 26-yard line. This brings up a 2nd down and about 4. 2nd down and 4 coming up right now. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter, and we've got an actual game on our hands, y'all. For those of them who left early, they done screwed up, man. Hey, man, they done messed up, bro. Because we got a 2nd down and 3 right now, and the Seattle Seahawks are looking to get some more points. Jalen Milroe takes the snap. He hands this one off and up the middle. Looks like a big power run right there. It might be just enough for a 1st down. They're going to mark it short. This will bring up a 3rd down and inches here. 3rd and inches here. The clock is still ticking. I wonder if they're going to measure this. 8:10 left to go. That's very close right now. Shout out Holly B, you're a legend. Rock and roll, Taylor. I'm glad I can put a smile on someone's face out there, man. Here we go. Here's the snap. Jalen Milroe will hand this off to his running back. Oh, a nice cutback. The 40, the 45, the 50. He stays on his feet, breaks another tackle across midfield, down at the 30-yard line. There is a flag on the play, but that's good for a big 1st down, a monster play. And let's see what happened here. That was a carry from right. This could be a 40-yard busted open play. Unless the flag is on the offense. Let's find out what it is. The down judge having a conversation with the white hat right now. 7:45 left to go. The clock has stopped. Holding on the offense. So that will be a crusher to the Seattle Seahawks right there. Oh, man. Let's see if I see that hold. Yeah, that's definitely a hold. Oh, there's multiple holds right there. He's still hanging on to him. Bro, come on, dude. Okay, so that is clearly the right call here. Let's repeat this down. Holding against the offense for the Seattle Seahawks. By the way, I got to reset these timeouts here. Holding by the Seattle Seahawks. This will bring up a 10-yard penalty. So this is going to be a 3rd down and 7. It's a spot foul, so it happens from the spot of the foul. 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7. The football is at their own. The Seattle Seahawks are on their own 26-yard line. The line to gain is still the 30 here. Shotgun formation. Jalen Milroe with 2 receivers at the top of the screen. That looks like a clear false start. Every flag on the field just popped up. That'll be a 5-yard penalty here as well. So let's turn this back into yards. And let's find out. There's going to be a 5-yard penalty here, of course. False start on the offense. Man, they're just going backwards here. They are just going backwards here. Jalen Milroe doesn't really know the snap counts. You can tell the difference here between Jalen Milroe and Drew Lock. And it's clearly on that left tackle. Clearly on that left tackle right now. They have to let it go. It's the preseason, says Mill. I don't know. Mill C Beats. Shotgun formation, 3rd down and 12. The Raiders showing blitz. They only rush 4. Milrose tries to step up through the pocket. He will be brought down from behind. Big tackle there. Slow to get up, but he does get up. Start the clock once again here. And this will bring up a gain of maybe 5 or 6. We've got ourselves a gain of 5. 4th down and 7 coming up right now. 4th down and 7. I'm still here, man. I'm still with you guys. We got 7 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. We're at the halfway point of the 3rd. It is 11 o'clock here in San Antonio, Texas. Here is Michael Dixon to kick this one back over to the Las Vegas Raiders, who are about to get possession now. Here's the punt. The boot goes all the way to the Raiders. This will be all the way. Wow, what a monster punt. And it goes into the end zone there. It will be a touchback. Almost a beautiful punt. But we'll start this drive here at the 20-yard line. So, Las Vegas Raiders going towards the Raiders logo. That will change in the 4th quarter here. Going to be a little different. But we are on the 30-yard line. All right, guys. How many of y'all are new? If you are new, raise your hand. I want to give you your official shout out. Drop 5 emojis. Drop 5 emojis. Let's see. What are my last 5 emojis? Interesting. Looks like Long to Long checks in right now. Susan saying thanks for the gifted membership. Hey, don't thank me. I don't know who that was. Thank Justice Fruit Pies. What up, Joey Davis? I know you've been here before. We got David Melendez. I see you. Nil C Beats saying what is up. We got Hulk Hands. Hulk Hands in the house. I see you. Living like Larry. I see you out there. Julie B saying heck no, not Chew. Not new. Julie B, not new for sure. Robert Samora laughing it up, also not new. I see you, T Kubler. I see you, Slickman83. Victor Vermillion in the house. What up, Victor Vermillion? Will they reach 36? I don't know. Will we reach 500 likes on this live stream? We got Gary Klein in the house. Lavani Rodriguez. Thanks for checking in, Lavani. Who else is out here? We are in the middle of a commercial break, guys. We did just have a punt. I'm going to need to make some changes. We got Russ in the house. What up, Russ? I see you, Mr. Russ Field. We got Bag Life in the house. T. Kubler also checking in. Did I say that one already? I think I said that one already. What up, Tim Gordon? I see you out there. Who else? S.L. Yeager. Sam O'Day. Curtis also in the house. Mr. Brady with the tie. What is up, Mr. Brady? Appreciate you guys. X Vision, Gilbert, I see you out there. Gilbert M. Man, you guys are awesome. Valhalla Sports Talk rules. Valhalla Sports Talk does rule, man. He showed me how to do the baseball 3D graphics, bro. That guy, such a nice guy, man. Shout out to Valhalla. If you guys like baseball, check out Valhalla's channel, man. That guy is straight up. And tell him that Football Nation sent you. Straight up. That guy is a freaking angel, bro. Like, straight up, cool guy. Nina in the house. I see you, Nina. Aaron Johnson checks in as well. Joe, I don't know what those first 3 squares are, but Co Rodriguez, I see you out there. All right, guys. So I'm going to step away from the chat for now. We're going to get back to this game. We've got ourselves a 1st and 10 coming up right now. First and 10 coming up right now with 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in a shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Aiden O'Connell fakes the handoff. He wheels to the right. He winds up. He throws. The catch is made on the sideline. That looks like it's good for a first down. They do keep the clock rolling, and it is going to be a fresh new set of downs. First and 10 coming up right here. Up to the Las Vegas Raiders 32-yard line. The line to gain becomes the 42-yard line. Mr. Brady doing his thing. He sure is. Here we go, guys. Demarion Williams with the tackle there for the Seattle Seahawks. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Aiden O'Connell takes it, hands this one off. A run up the gut, spinning his way backwards. It'll be a gain of about 3 yards. This does bring up a second down and 7. Second down and 7. Is Valhalla live right now? I know he covers Dodgers games, so if you guys are out in California, shout out to our boy Valhalla. Holla, holla, holla. All right, guys, 5:35 left to go. Let's go ahead and get this clock ticking once again. I didn't see any Bengals fans. There were a couple, KD Espresso. We got a second down and 7 coming up. We are at the 41-yard line, excuse me, the 35-yard line. This gain up to the 41-yard line. This brings up a third down and 1. A gain of 6 this time. Looks like Collier. I don't know who Collier is, but he was the one. Eel saw me doing things, says Mr. Brady. Giggity. Seahawks, Lego. Let go. Do. Yellow model chick. Yellow bottle sipping. Here we go. Trying to get the quarterback sneak. Aiden O'Connell on third down and 1. I think he might have gotten stuffed. What do the officials mark it? This might be a chance for them to review. The clock is still ticking. They're going to call this a 4th down and inches, guys. 4th down and inches here. Uh-oh. Let me make sure I move this to where it's got to be. It is close, and Aiden O'Connell did not quite get it. This is a close one, says Mill C. Beats. This dude is dropping bars and reading chats and calling the game and doing it all, Mr. Brady. Yellow Lamborghini. Yellow top missing. Yeah. Here we go, guys. Waiting for the snap right now. Aiden O'Connell, another push is what they need. Aiden O'Connell, will he get the first down? I don't think so. I think the Seattle Seahawks might have gotten the stuff right here on 4th down. Let's see where the officials mark this football. Oh, no. I don't know if he got it or not. Are they saying turnover on downs? They're giving them the first down. Wow. That is a questionable call right there. That's a little questionable. But they might bring out the chains now to double check this. Heyo. So Aiden O'Connell, did he get on the initial surge, did he get there? That's the question. Well, if they're going to give it to him, so let's reset. Reset, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The line to gain is the 48 now. This pass is going to be incomplete, and this will bring up a second down. That stops the clock with 3:34. Stops the clock with 3:34, and now they're having a conversation on the sideline. Coach didn't challenge it. He didn't want to challenge it and lose his timeout. It is what it is. Day off for Val, says Lethal. Mike McDonald finished 10-7 last season. Guys, the Seattle Seahawks last year were the only 10-win team to not make the playoffs. Here's the snap. There's the handoff around the right side. Looks like that'll be a gain for Laub. And this will be a gain of about 5 on 2nd down and 10. This brings up a 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. Laub, the man who scored the touchdown earlier, moved that football up right now to about the 47-yard line here for the Las Vegas Raiders. The clock is still hot right now, so about 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Keep this one moving. Shotgun formation, Aiden O'Connell from the 47-yard line. He steps up to the line. Doesn't like what he sees. They are showing blitz on the Seattle Seahawks side. Let's see what happens here. Here's the snap. O'Connell under pressure will wind up and throw. The catch is made. It's good. First down, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick up a first down and manage to stop the clock in the process down at the 48-yard line. They needed to get to the 48. They got to the 48. They needed to get to the 48. They got to the 48. Oops. Here we go. So the 38, the new line to gain here. 2 minutes and looks like the clock did not stop. They kept that one ticking. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. O'Connell with 2 receivers at the top of the screen and 1 at the bottom. Out of the shotgun, he takes the snap. He does fake the handoff, winds up and throws a dangerous-looking pass. That pass sails over the head of everybody, and that one ends up being incomplete, stopping the clock with 2:10. 2:10? Let's go. Falcons went 8-9. Don't get me started on the Falcons, says Slick Man. Stuffed, says Russell Fields. All right, guys, we got a second down. Sorry, guys, I didn't reset the downs right here. We've got a second down and 10 here coming up. Here's the snap. There's the handoff around the left-hand side. This will be a gain of about 4 right here. This does bring up a 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down and 6 now. Excuse me. Gain of 4. Football up to the 44-yard line. We're still here. We're still with it, man. We're still here. We're still with it. Review with my computer, says Russell. Review. Here we go. 3rd down and 6. We've got ourselves 3 men in the backfield here, and he steps up. Aiden O'Connell from the 44-yard line. Let's see. He's got protection on either side here. T formation, winds up, throws. There's the catch. The catch is made, and he is down for a first down here. Big gain there, a gain of 7 on 3rd and 6. Brings up a fresh new set of downs. First down. So a first down, 1st and 10 from the 37, means that 27 is the line to gain, and it looks like they just keep marching, guys. They keep moving in the right direction. Seattle Seahawks starting to play on their heels. Seahawks playing backwards now. Las Vegas Raiders finally found a way to step it up. Here's the snap. There's the handoff, and this one will go backwards. Good job by the Seattle Seahawks defense. So that'll be a loss of 2 with about 40 seconds left to go, and the clock is ticking. This will probably take us, we'll probably get one more play here. We'll probably get one more play. It's a 2nd down and 12 from the 39. We'll probably get one more play here. Shotgun formation, Aiden O'Connell on 2nd down and 12. Got about 18 seconds left to go before the clock winds down. Play clock down to 5. They're going to need to get the snap off. There's the snap. O'Connell drops back. He winds up and throws. The catch is made. He cuts back inside. There is a flag on the play. Is it an OPI? Let's find out. The flag comes in. Jackson makes the grab. Let's stop the clock here with 6 seconds left to go and find out what this one is. This might be declined either way. That was a big first down. Oh, it is an offensive pass interference. Pass interference, offense. So a push off here. Let's watch this one more time. The Las Vegas Raiders happen to push off. Oh, he definitely extended the hand and kind of stiff-armed 33 on that play. Good call by the officials. This will be the end of the quarter here. And this will take us to the 4th. So that'll be a repeat of 2nd down, guys. So we got a repeat of 2nd down. After that flag, it'll actually be a 2nd down and 22 when we get back from the commercial break. We'll also be starting the 4th quarter here. 2nd down and 22. I'm going to scroll this up just a hair so you guys can see how everything's kind of been unfolding right now. Push off Y, says Slick Man. Needed to get that extra separation. Julie, it's a new season. It's okay, guys. It's just preseason. I'm with you, Nina. It's just preseason. Let's get another poll going. I got you. All right, guys. This or that. This is my favorite. Pizza or wings? This is my favorite. Pizza or wings? By the way, I would vote wings 1,000 times over again. I love me some buffalo wings. I love me some buffalo wings like nobody's business. Where is Dad? I'm right here. SC Freedom saying sportin'. What up, SC Freedom of the Press? Freedom of the Press. Tom Brady is sports the silver and black. Facts. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, says Nina. Let's see. Wings coming in clutch, 54% with the wings. Guys, did y'all sign up for the have y'all signed up for this yet? Here it is one more time. Again, y'all, it is absolutely free to play. It is absolutely free to play. All you got to do is click on the link that I just put into the chat. And then you got to go and pick whoever you think is actually going to win these games. It's not as easy as you might think. Like, just real quick, who's going to win this game? My Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles? Well, as a Dallas Cowboys fan, that puts me in a predicament, doesn't it? I think that the Dallas Cowboys have the offensive firepower to compete with the Philadelphia Eagles. However, I don't know that their defense could get it done. I'm still going to take my Dallas Cowboys because I vote with my heart. But that's what I think, right? LA Chargers did the Kansas City Chiefs after putting up a season that they put up last year, which they easily could have gone 16-1 if they didn't give that free win to the Denver Broncos. Did they regress or did they take a step forward? Who's going to win that game? How about this Buffalo Bills and Ravens game? That'll be a tough one. Anyways, if you guys get it right, you'll win $100, man. Courtesy of me. Here's the snap on 2nd down and 22. A wind up and a throw. The pass is incomplete, and it looks like a man is down on the ground. Looks like an injury, maybe? I thought this already said 22. We do have a man who is slow to get up. That pass is incomplete. It does bring up a 3rd down and 22. 3rd and 22. Here we go. 300 likes on this live stream. 588 concurrent viewers right now, guys. We got 588 of you guys watching this live stream. Fist bumps to all of y'all. Appreciate that, man. Here we go. Shotgun formation. We got 2 receivers on the right, 2 receivers on the left. Here's the snap. Looks left, throws left. The catch is made. This is a big gain. The 40 up inside to about the 43-yard line right here. Excuse me, the 38. We're going backwards. That'll bring up a 4th down and 11. Where am I? Las Vegas Raiders have the football on the Seattle Seahawks 38, according to what I see on my screen. So, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. We got to switch sides because we got to switch a quarter. So, Carlson on 4th down and 11 will kick a field goal. This is going to be a 56-yarder. And this kick for Carlson for the Raiders is going to be good. How about that? So the Las Vegas Raiders make this a 3-point game, bro. It is a 3-point game now for the Las Vegas Raiders. We do have 14 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. And this will be the Seattle Seahawks football here. Let's turn off the attempts there. Let's reset all of this. It's going to be 1st down, 1st and 10. We're going to get a 1st and 10. Beautiful. Okay, guys. If you are a Seahawks fan, these are your first. Yeah, it's a 3-point game. Slick man. It's a 3-point game. I really should go to sleep, but I need to see the conclusion of this sweeping and epic tie saga, says Distorted Audio. I appreciate you, bro. It is a little later than most people are normally comfortable with. Normally, our football games are over by now because they start at 7 p.m., not 9 p.m. But kind of just is what it is today, isn't it? Kind of just is what it is today, isn't it? Okay, guys. So, 2 more preseason games here for the Seattle Seahawks. They've got one on Friday against the Kansas City Chiefs. They've got another one on Saturday against the Green Bay Packers. Then we've got week 1 against the 49ers. I don't know, man. I think the 49ers should have some success in that game. I could be wrong. But I do think that the Seattle Seahawks will win both of these games. I think the Seattle Seahawks might stumble out the gate. Honestly, man, if they don't go 2-1, they could go 3-0 to open up the season. I really like Seattle's defense this year. I think their defense is solid. It's really going to come down to Sam Darnold, and if Sam Darnold can actually, by the way, need I remind you that this resurgence that we're watching right now from the Las Vegas Raiders against the Seattle Seahawks happened the moment that they put in Jalen Milroe and that they started the second half there. The Las Vegas Raiders, first 3 games of the season, they open up against the New England Patriots. They have a game at home against the Chargers, division matchup right there, and then they play the Washington Commanders. I think that the Raiders, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'm very curious to see what the Raiders actually look like with their starters. But they seem to be holding their own right now against the Seattle Seahawks, so let's see what happens. We still have plenty of time left in this game, guys. 14-10 left to go. What up, B Corf? I see you out there, my friend. Love seeing you stream, brother. I appreciate that, man. Let's go. OG is in the house. Knoxville is in the house. Thornton will be a star. Honestly, I think so too. I think Thornton for sure is going to be a star on that squad. I think Dont'e Thornton definitely deserves a starting role. Like, yeah, I think it'll be a good one. Okay, guys, I should have probably drafted him instead for my fantasy league. I wonder if Thornton's still available out there. After watching this game, I might actually go see if he's on the waiver wire. Here we go, guys. The 35-yard line. Seattle Seahawks have the football. It is a 1st and 10 at the 35. They are heading this way. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. A run right up the gut through the teeth of the defense. Wow, he picks up about 9 yards on that play. Call it a gain of 8 right here. And this brings up a 2nd down and 2. What a play. Good, strong, solid running downfield right there. A stop had to be made. That looked like that carry was from Tyus. Tyus the third. Never seen him. He's definitely working his way onto the depth chart right now. They got to cut back this 90-man roster. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Tyus, good patience right there. Running and picking up the 1st down. Another gain of 4 will bring up a 1st down for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st down. So we got a 1st and 10 coming up from the Seattle Seahawks 47. Heyo, got these inverted here. From the 47. Here we go. All right, guys, a 3-point game. Jalen Milroe under center, waiting for the snap in a single back formation. He does hand this off to his running back, and this time it'll be a gain of about 5 or 6. Looks like Tyus picks up another 6-yard gain, making it a 2nd down and 4. And if he keeps doing this, man, that's pretty impressive. He's clearly got some weight that he's throwing around right now. Let's go ahead and turn off the underdog banner. You guys don't need that. Take a look at this, guys. Despite being down by 3 points, the yardage doesn't matter. It all comes down to the points and the mistakes that your team made. Aiden O'Connell trying to come back from a 2-interception game. Here comes the slip. Here comes the blitz. And the Raiders will get the stop. It does bring up a 3rd down and 2. They almost got the tackle for the loss, but it looks like the offensive line held up pretty well right there for the Seattle Seahawks. So, ooh-wee. Appreciate y'all watching this, guys. Every live streamer out there wants just a little bit of your attention. I'm going to go ahead and just on the record say thank you guys for choosing this channel. I know there are other live streamers who are covering this game right now, but y'all chose to be here with me. So thank you guys. Thank you for giving me some of your time. We got a 3rd down and 2 coming up. Here's the snap and a toss to the left-hand side. This is going to be a powerful run, and that's going to be a gain for right. A gain of 5 and a big 1st down for the Seattle Seahawks. 1st down. The Seahawks, a fresh new set of downs, a 1st and 10 from the Vegas 40. They are in enemy territory. You're the only one that has my tie, says Mr. Brady. 322 likes, not 300, says Gary. Appreciate that. Can we get to 400 likes? Smash that like button. Shotgun formation. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. And Milroe will wind up and throw. Milroe finds an opening here. That'll be a gain of about 13. That's good for a first down right here. Wow. Milroe, a gain of 14. Another fresh new set of downs down at the 26-yard line. And all of a sudden, that Raiders defense doesn't know what to do with itself. They keep playing backwards, and I got to fix the clock here because we got about 10:50 left to go. The Seattle Seahawks with the football. The Seattle Seahawks on the march right now. I smell a score coming, says Julie B. Well, 52% of you guys went with pizza, bro. That's wild. Ed Nino, thank you very much, dude. I just read your comment. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I smell a TD. Single back formation, guys. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. A little play action. Milroe will scramble. He will wind up and throw on the move. The grab is made. We are inside the red zone. Another first down here. Down at the 11. Down at the 11. Here we go. I'm going to turn this up just a hair because I like the energy. Here's the snap around the left-hand side. Tries to bend the corner. Reaches for the end zone. Oh, my gosh. He is stuffed right there at the 1-yard line. A big gain here, but down at the 1. A crucial clutch stop for the Las Vegas Raiders. He really turned that corner and was just a yard shy of the end zone. He got smashed there. This will be good enough for another first down, so it will be a 1st and goal. So we do have a 1st and goal coming up right now from the 1-yard line. Seahawks probably going to score at this point. Single back formation. There's the snap and the handoff. The running back runs his way right in, and Jalen Wright will get the score. Touchdown, Seattle! Another 6 points on the board, and the Seahawks fans are getting excited about this one. Game is not over. The game is not over, guys. Let's not count these chickens just yet. Now I can lock the sound. I think the volume is just a little bit better right there. I personally like the volume just a little more. Breakfast pizza, says T. Kubler. Here we go, guys. Is it Keebler like the elf? There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. The extra point attempt is going to be good, and the score is 23-13. It's a 10-point game with 9:39 left to go, and unlike in Madden, you cannot rage quit. They're going to have to go all the way through this one, man. Football! Reminds me of Family Guy. Football! Okay. No worries. I'm loving it, says Mr. Brady. The officials talking about this right now. Looks like they saw something, some kind of infraction. And I don't know if they're talking about if they're where they're gonna go get a beer after this or what they're doing right now. It is still early in California. Well, it's getting late. It's about 9:30 in California. I see arms coming out right here. It's like, I don't know where my arms, I don't know. I always do it like, I don't know. Sub. Who y'all got winning? Winning this game, Joseph? It's a good question. You know what? Let's ask that question. Let's end the poll. Let's find out. Who are you rooting for? Not who do you think will win. We are going to get a change of possession here, guys. Let's see. It'll be 1st and 10. It'll be Raiders football. Okay. Who are you rooting for? Seattle? Las Vegas. You tell me. You tell me. We need 9 more people to subscribe to this channel, and then I won't ask again. But for those of you guys who are sitting here watching this live stream at the moment, I do want to point out once again, 90%, almost 90% of our watchers on this channel are not currently subscribed. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But watch time from actual subscribers, most of them not subscribed. Watch time from subscribers, and this is just in the last 28 days, guys. 90% of the watch time is coming from people who aren't subscribed. Now, I'm not the kind who wants to like beg for it or anything like that. I'm here to earn it. I'm gonna earn these subscribes the old-fashioned way, but I do think that it's important that, you know, I keep my eye on these numbers here and try to level them out as best that I can. So if you guys are appreciating this content, if you find some level of value from it, man, be sure to smash that subscribe button so I don't go hungry here and I can continue to bring you guys content like this. Okay, Raiders less than 50 yards on the ground. Seattle 123. Yeah, that's a big difference, isn't it? The reason 90% of people aren't subscribed to your channel is because it's not that. Oh, okay. Well, praise. Let me tell you something. If it's not that good, then first of all, why are you here? I mean, you're still watching, right? Second of all, you can miss me with all that negative energy. There's a really cool place that you can go kick rocks. So, yeah. Anyways. Bye, Felicia. You can miss me with all that energy, bro. I'm out here doing a free service for that, so you can, you know, go do whatever it is you want to go do. All right, guys, we've got 1st and 10 coming up right now. We got a 1st and 10 coming up right now. Oh, it's fine, dude. Y'all know me. I got thick skin. I ain't even worried about it. We've got ourselves a 1st and 10 going to be coming up right now. We're going to get that kickoff now. Bye, Felicia, says Anthony. Damon understands. Damon gets it. There's the kick, guys, and it's going to be down in the end zone. So we do end up with a 1st and 10 coming up. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Seattle Seahawks. Excuse me, for the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders have the football. They are down by 10 with 9:39 left to go in this game. There's still plenty of time. There's still plenty of time left to go. Can the Seattle Seahawks hold off the Las Vegas Raiders? I guess we're going to find out. Thank you very much, Violinist Crab. Appreciate that. There's always that one clown in the comments, says RT. There always is. There's the snap. There's the handoff around the left side. He's going to burn the corner. The 50, the 40, goes out after picking up a big gain right there. Lau picks up about 20 yards on that play. Call it a gain of 24 and a big 1st down for the Las Vegas Raiders. 1st down. Wow, 4th quarter, and just like that, they move the sticks right here. So this moves it to the 41-yard line. All the way to the Seattle 41-yard line? My gosh, that was a monster gain. 24 yards. Count it. And the line to gain is now the 31 across midfield. So we are quickly across midfield here, and the Las Vegas Raiders in the shotgun formation take the snap. Will fake the handoff, dropping back in trouble, has to throw. This time the catch will be made, but it'll be made for a loss. Could have just dropped that one. By the way, Cam Miller is the quarterback in on the action right now. Cam Miller did complete a pass, but that one went backwards. This brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down at about 12. 2nd down and 12. Let's go Raiders, says Paul. Here we go. 2nd down and 12 from about the 43, 44-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. There's the handoff and a run right up the gut. Wow, a good run right here. He's still trucking, and he gets some help from his friends. That ground game picks up about 14 yards on the play. It was a 2nd down and 12. That's good for a 1st down at the Seattle 27. Down at the Seattle 27, 1st and 10 with 7:51 left to go. That will keep the clock ticking. 1st and 10 at the Seattle 27. Thank you, Mr. Brady. I'm supposed to be the clown, but became with negative. Hey, man, it happens. Some people are just like that. They have nothing better to do but troll. And you got to pay the troll toll. 1st and 10, guys, becomes a short gain here. This will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Thank you, Mr. Brady. He says, keep up the good work, and you have ultra patience. Of course I do, man. We got to. Look, you got to stay professional. And the hater's going to hate. The hater's going to hate. That's fine. I don't see his YouTube channel with 36,000 followers. So, you know, there's that. 7 minutes left to go in this football game, and the Las Vegas Raiders have possession right now. We've got a what just happened here? So we've got a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 37. There's a quick flag that comes in, and this is going to be an offensive holding. And this will be a 10-yard penalty. This will back them up to the, looks like the 36 is what it says on my 2nd down and 19 of the Seattle 36. Let me stop my clock here. I got 7:34 left to go in the game. Let me hear what the official has to say. What if it was actually Mr. Beast? Screw it. So, Western Washington. He's just a man. Y'all remember that show Boiling Points on MTV? Some of you guys might be old enough to remember that show Boiling Points. There was a penalty on this one. Looks like Collier would have picked up just a yard. There was a penalty that was enforced here. This brings up a 1st and 24 is what I see on my TV screen. So 1st and 24. Here's the snap from the 41-yard line. A big shot downfield, wide open, and inside the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas Raiders. You've got to be kidding me. That was a monster play right there. 6 points on the board. Let's effing go. Las Vegas Raiders. Man, okay, so that was crazy. The extra point attempt is also good. Sorry for glitching out right here. Don't know what happened with my system, but my system is going to definitely need to get an upgrade here in just a few. So let's make sure that I don't lose you guys. We're still live right now. If y'all are still with me, don't go anywhere. I think we should be back up and running here. Should be back up and running right now. The touchdown was made. Let me take a quick look right here. Let's go to my channel. Okay, yeah, we're still up. So my apologies for that. I need to do a quick update on OBS. Crazy, crazy game, says Julie. Crazy, crazy game. So if that glitch kind of messed you guys up, I apologize for that. I was shocked when I saw this comeback. It's still here, man. It's still here. Welcome back, says Seal. I'm still here, Seal. I ain't going nowhere, bro. Gonna take a lot more than that to get me shut off. Gonna take a lot more than that, than a little technical difficulties to get me shut down. Shoot. Okay. All right. Great stream, says David Baco. Cheers to you, David. Salud, my friend. So, let's take a quick look at the analytics, actually. We've got about 40,000 views on this live stream so far. That's what happens when we score. It's earth-shattering. It ruins, it literally tears a fabric in space and time. All right, guys, 7:23 left to go, and it's back to a 3-point game. Pete Carroll refuses to go down. He will go down swinging if nothing else. But they're doing a great job. Honestly, the Las Vegas Raiders, I told you, man, we should have seen Cam Miller sooner. Cam Miller dropped a beautiful dime right there on that touchdown play, and the Las Vegas Raiders got it done. By the way, I didn't get a chance to break down these analysis, this particular analysis here, but the wide receiver comparison was with these numbers right here for the Seattle Seahawks. This is with Geno Smith. So you could kind of think that some of these numbers will go up here with Geno Smith as well as these numbers down here. Not to mention the fact that now they've got Brock Bowers with the Las Vegas Raiders. These are the team receiving numbers here. When we look at receiving yards per game, targets per game, a muffed kick right here, he's going to have to pick that up, and this is going to go backwards. The Seattle Seahawks get dropped inside their own 10-yard line, and Carlson's kickoff was perfect. We got a 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks at the 6-yard line. Wow. So the Seattle Seahawks get the football at the 6. Let's move this over. Seattle Seahawks has the ball. They're going to be way back here. 1st and 10. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. Here's the snap, dropping back. Milroe will wind up and throw. The catch is made, trying to keep the legs churning right there. Will pick up a good chunk of yardage. That looks like Lang picks up 6 yards. This brings up a 2nd down and 4. Let's reset. 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4. The clock is hot with 7 minutes left to go. And the Seattle Seahawks have a chance, man. Or excuse me, this game just got good. This game's been good. Here we go, 2nd down and 8, 20-23. Here's the snap. A flag comes in. This might be a false start. It will be a false start. Go ahead and move them back. Is that half the distance? No, it's 5 yards. Okay, so let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down and 9 from the Seattle 7. Let's see what happens here. Can they get it done? 6:47. The official just punched the clock back in. Actually, he did not, so let's stop the clock here. We've got ourselves a play right now. Seattle with the football. They're up by just 3. A shotgun formation from their own 7. Milroe takes the snap. The flag comes in. A throw to the flat. The catch is made. A tackle is made after a short gain of about 2 or 3. And they're going to call this one a gain of 3, but there is a flag, so let's find out what it is. 6:41 left to go here. Hang tight. Let's find out, guys. Lovely bird nest saying, yeah, Hawks. Raiders winning the Super Bowl, says El Nino. Debbie, I see you. Damon saying, let's go Seahawks. Russell saying, Swiss cheese defense. Still waiting to find out what the flag is here, guys. It was a 2nd down and 9. The gain would make this a 2nd down and a 3rd down and 6 if it stands. Pete Carroll having a conversation with the white hat. Illegal formation on the offense, a 5-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down. So this makes this a 2nd down and 14 now, putting the Seahawks on their own 4-yard line. Ooh, are we going to get a safety here? Are we going to get a safety here? Oh, man, with Jalen Milroe back there. Are the NFL preseason games tomorrow? There are NFL preseason games tomorrow night. Jeremy, I see you. Why are we not crushing the Raiders, says Jeremy. Hey, man, any given Sunday, I guess any given Thursday. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Jalen Milroe will keep. Jalen Milroe going to try to get around the right-hand side. He does. He picks up the 1st down and then some from his own 4-yard line. Takes it to the 30. 1st down, Seattle. What a play there. What a monster play. Oh, a flag on the play? Another one? Illegal use of hands, hands to the face, the defense against the Raiders. I saw that happen there as well. It was definitely on that right defensive end. It was actually on the cornerback. He put his hands on the corner. Yeah, he definitely had his hands in the face mask there for sure. Jalen Milroe picks up that monster 1st down, guys. It's a 1st and 10 to the Seattle Seahawks 36-yard line. Big gain here. Big gain here. 1st and 10 to the 36. Here we go. We've got a single back formation, a toss to the left-hand side. Here's a gain of about 2 yards, maybe 3. Call that a gain of 2. Reset. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Reset this too. 2nd down and 7. Call that a gain of 3. Okay, guys, gain of 3. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button, guys. Thank you guys for following the channel. I do appreciate y'all sticking around. We did get to our goal of 36,320. And we're continuing to grow. So thank you guys. On 2nd down and 10, here's the snap. Scrambles to the left-hand side. Jalen Milroe showing why he was drafted and showing what he used to do in Alabama. But these days, every quarterback thinks that they're Lamar Jackson. This will bring up a gain of 6 here on 2nd down and 7, which means 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Abby Jensen, thanks. I see your name pop up there. I saw your name pop up there, Abby Jensen. Thank you. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. 5:15 left to go, and the Raiders need a stop here. The Raiders need a stop here. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle, and the stop is actually there. I think they get the 4th down. I think we're going to get a 4th down and inches here. We sure do. 4th down and inches, y'all. Okay, the clock is still ticking. They need to get the stop. The quarterback sneak definitely coming in right now. Rut-row, midfield. They are definitely midfield, Julie. Rut-row, she says. Shout out to our number 1, number 2, and number 3 members. That's Mr. Gary, Mr. Brand, Mr. Brady, and Distorted Audio. Here's the snap, and Milroe wants to scramble. He will wind up and throw on 3rd down on 4th and inches, and instead of the quarterback sneak, they go for it. They throw the football, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Raiders ball. Wow. Why would they do that? That was an easy option for a quarterback sneak. That was the most obvious play that you could have done there. And the Las Vegas Raiders get the football back. So here comes Cam Miller. To try and ice this thing. Okay, possession switches over to the Las Vegas Raiders, who are down by 3. We get ourselves a 1st and 10. And we are at 1st and 10 at the Seattle Seahawks 45. If nothing else, they only need 10 yards to get inside a field goal range for Carlson. Like, this is legitimately happening right now. It is such a close game. Bro, this is why I love football, dude. This is straight up why I love football. This is straight up why I love it. Gotta pump them subs all right, says Joey Davis. Hey, look, it's not even about that, man. If you know, you know, says Legion Lane Tim. Says Legion Lane Tim. Mr. Brady, same here, amigo. Same here. Reminds me of the Hawks versus Deflatriots. Versus the Deflatriots. Oh, you know what, man? I'm curious, right? I always keep a couple of these up here. You like my balls? I don't know which one I prefer better. This, I actually really like the ESPN ball. There's nothing wrong with this one, but something about the ESPN ball is kind of just a little more eye-catching. However, the leather on this one just ain't the same, bro. The leather on this one just ain't the same. By the way, guys, be sure to follow me and check me out on TikTok as well. If you're not on TikTok, that's totally cool, man. But if you guys want to see some different content, I do put out some different content out there on TikTok. It's not the same as all the stuff on YouTube. There are a lot of similarities across the board, but you see a lot more personal things that I post out there on my TikTok. Same thing for like my Instagram and my Facebook. You can find all those links on my own YouTube channel. LOL, my wife's Pinays and she hates football. What? She hates football? Thanks, Ed. Preseason, maybe. They don't sneak too many players around the line. They don't do a whole lot of movement. That's for sure. They definitely don't do a whole lot of movement. When do the Raiders start stopping the clock? Well, we're about to find out. Here we go, guys. Let's get this started. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. There's the run up the gut. It's a gain of a yard, maybe 2. Actually, they're going to call this a gain of 3, and this brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down. Ashley, what was McDonald thinking? I don't know. They really should have just run that one right up the middle, though. They really should have, Ashley. I don't know why they didn't do that. Lovely Bird saying, Hawks, only have the coach to blame if you lose for that stupid play the offensive coordinator read in the face. I bet, Mark. Here we go, 2nd down and 7. Here's the play, another running play, and like I said, they don't need much to tie this one up. They get inside the 40. This brings up a 3rd down and 4. So a 3rd down, it's a very important 3rd down, though. I'm not going to lie. It is a very, very important third down with 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this game. This game is almost over. 3rd down and 4. If you pick up the first down, that's a huge, huge move right here. We're at the 40-yard line. The line to gain is the 36. Shotgun formation, Cam Miller with a man to his left. We've got 3 receivers. They're going to hand this off to the running back again. He cannot. Does he get the job done? Where did they mark this? It'll be a 4th down and 1. Oh, man. And if you're Dan Campbell, you go for it here. It's a 4th down and 1. Like a 4th down and inches. What do? You go for it, bro. Go for it or not. You go for it. They are lined up to go for it. Shotgun formation. Cam Miller takes the snap. Will hand this. Keep it himself. He fakes the handoff, and he runs it up for a gain of 4. First down, Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go. The Las Vegas Raiders pick up the first down and show the Seahawks how it's done. 1st and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders at about the 32-yard line. What? Las Vegas Raiders actually going to pull this off right here, right now. 2-minute warning. Let's stop the clock. 2 minutes. Guys, who will win this game? Most of y'all rooting for Seattle? Most of you guys rooting for Seattle? Looks like 260 votes. 61% saying Seattle, 39% rooting for Las Vegas. RS saying giggity, giggity, giggity goo. Julie saying love Dan Campbell, one of my favorite coaches. Laney, what's going on? Fist bumps to you. Thanks for checking in. We got Rigoberto Mendoza saying that's how we do it. What up, Rigo? Rigo's in the house. My boy Rigo's in the house. We got David Melendez in the house as well. Damon saying yes, sir. Let's go Seahawks. Preston Nguyen saying R for L. Saying Raiders now. Julie switching over to the Raiders side. Which games am I covering tomorrow? Or which game am I covering tomorrow? Honestly, country, right now, I have no idea. I straight up don't know because this game went on a little longer than expected, so I kind of need to get some sleep, and then I need to make sure that I have enough time to create all of my graphics and update all of the rosters because a lot of rosters have changed between last season and this season. So maybe I'll look for a matchup that is like in that 6 o'clock time slot. I don't want to do another 9 p.m. game. I'll probably do a game around 6 or 6:30 tomorrow, Central Standard Time. But I know that Saturday I will be covering the Dallas Cowboys game, which starts at 6 p.m., so I'll be live at 5:30 for that one. I actually need to get a babysitter because my wife will be at work, and then I'll be live streaming, so someone's got to take care of baby man, and there's a whole thing. But we've already worked that out. Anyways, I've got that covered. This is going to be an interesting football season. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm a new dad. I have a 4-month-old son. He'll be 4 months here soon, and it's a bit of a learning curve, that's for sure. First time dad. So hashtag dad supporting dads, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, you guys will meet him someday if you guys keep coming back to these live streams. But I have to work my schedule around baby more than anything else. So that's really what we're going to be looking for. So, looks like Jacusto saying you're solid, man. Appreciate you, sir. Makes the worst takes, goes by Stephen A. Holy cows, fresh baby seal. Not fresh baby seal, but yes. Thank you, Nina. Muffin saying, let's go Vikings. I see you out there, Muffin. Skull, brother. Family first, says Nina. Says Nina Beba, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, girl. Miguel Ángel Najera Ibarra saying, felicidades, gracias, mi amigo. Y para mi gente que están ahí, yo también, mi familia es de la República Dominicana, entonces yo soy dominicano y a veces hablo en español. That just slips out from time to time. I try not to use it as a parlor trick. But I did grow up speaking Spanish, so I'm first-generation American. You guys, stick around, man. You're going to learn a lot about me during this football season. All right, guys, Cam Miller on a fresh new set of downs, a 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Shotgun formation with 2 minutes left to go. He fakes the run to the right-hand side. He hands that to the running back. They do go nowhere on this one. Forward progress is a gain of a yard. This brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 1 coming up. The clock is ticking, though, with 1:44. Do they go for the tie, or do they go for the win right now? Do they go for the tie, or do they go for the win? Sanders won't beat out the Oregon Ducks quarterback. Here we go, shotgun formation. 2nd down and 9. Cam drops back. He's in the pocket. He gets dropped. That's the first sack of the game. And the Seattle Seahawks get a big bag here. That brings up a 3rd down and 17 and keeps the clock ticking. Timeout will be called right here, so stop the clock. Timeout will be called right here, so stop the clock. 3rd down and 17. That goes backwards. That's the last thing that the Raiders needed, because that puts them just outside of field goal range. They're now at the 39-yard line. They're now backed up to the 39-yard line. Connor O'Toole, 22 tackles, 5 tackle for loss, 2.5 sacks. They're saying 25 sacks in his career. Is that right? That can't be possible. How did Jeanty do? He did terribly, Brody. The first quarter was terrible for Ashton Jeanty. Here's the snap. Here's the blitz, and Cam is in trouble. He will wind up and throw. They get back to the 35, but this does bring up a 4th down. 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go, and the Seattle Seahawks are happy about that. 4th down and about 11 after the gain of 6. So 4th down and 11 at the Seattle Seahawks 33-yard line. So this will make it about a 50-yard field goal. So about a 50-yard field goal attempt coming up right now. They're calling it 51. 51-yarder. Here's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is high. It's beautiful. The flex, it's there. The field goal is good, and the Raiders have tied this game up with 72 seconds left to go in this game. So with 72 seconds left to go, the Las Vegas Raiders found a way to tie it up. Seahawks will get one more shot at a drive. Jalen Milroe looking to be the hero. That was a good kick right there. I will give him that. A 50-yarder under pressure. But that's a lot of time. 116 is a lot of time. 116 is a lot of time here for the Seattle Seahawks to march upfield. Oh, man. Oh, man. Honestly, it's pretty sweet. There we go. So the Seattle Seahawks will get one last chance at this. Coaches are only hating the tie. What, my tie? Let's turn the lo-fi back on. All right, guys. Here we go. Puro pinche Raiders, says El Niño. Bro, here's the kick. That's a beautiful boot. That is in the landing zone. They do have to return this one. Man, Carlson's kick is beautiful. That's a return out to about the 20-something. Was that fumbled? Thank you, Mr. Brady, for the $5 super chat. Thanks, Mr. Brady. Thanks, Julie. So let's reset all of this, guys. We got a 1st and 10 coming up. This time we are at the 22-yard line. So the line to gain is the 32. Oh, man. Oh, I'm craving gummy bears right now, bro. 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go. 1:07 left to go. Shotgun formation. There's the snap, dropping back in the pocket, winds up, throws, the catch is made, he goes down. Seattle going to call a timeout. They're going to hurry up offense. The clock is ticking. That's good for a 1st down. That moves the sticks. We're at the 36-yard line, so the line to gain is the 46. Milroe takes the snap quickly. He's in trouble. He has to wind up and throw. That looked like intentional grounding to me if I ever saw it. Did he run out of the pocket? Is that not intentional grounding? Looked like he was still in there. Thank you, RJ the Storm Chaser, for that $1 super chat. Appreciate that very much, my friend. Rock and roll, guys. Here we go. Midnight snack time. No, I got to stay away from the gummy bears. I got to stay away from the chewy candy and the stuff that's bad for my panza and bad for my teeth. 46 seconds left to go, guys. The score is 23-23. Milroe takes the snap on 2nd down and 10. Here's the throw. Almost a beautiful pass. The pass is incomplete. After taking 5 seconds off the clock, it brings up a 3rd down and 10. Can Milroe pick up this big 1st down? Gotta stay away from the gummy bears. I love Sour Patch Kids. That's like my favorite candy on earth, bro. I love me some Sour Patch Kids. And anything on chili powder, man, like chamoy and Lucas, I'm for it. Tajin, let's go. I literally eat Tajin straight out of my hand. Here we go, guys, from the 36-yard line. Here's the snap. Milroe drops back. Milroe surveys. Milroe's in trouble. Milroe gets wrapped up, and he is sacked by the Las Vegas Raiders. Are they going to call a timeout? Someone's going to call a timeout. Las Vegas calls the quick timeout with 35 seconds left to go. The Raiders defense gets there. Wow, what a play for Las Vegas. A loss of 10 yards, 11 yards. This will bring up a 4th down and 20. 4th down and 20 all the way to the Seahawks' own 26-yard line. Bro, what a mess. Sack number 2 of the night, 1 for each of them, huh? What a play. They both came in the last 2 minutes of this game, Julie. Isn't that wild? Let's go Vegas, says Chase Chappie. What up, Chase? Sour watermelons too, says Seal. All right, guys. Michael Dixon, the punter now. Averaging 48 yards per punt, which is 3rd most in NFL history. That's kind of a crazy stat right there. Here we go. Can they get this all the way up? 25 seconds left to go in this game, guys. Oh, man. The Raiders could do a walk-off field goal to win against the Seattle Seahawks here. Okay. It is now Raiders football. It is now 1st down. The Raiders have 1 timeout left. And we've got a 1st and 10 from the Las Vegas 32. They need to go about 50 yards in 25 seconds. You don't have Patrick Mahomes right now. You've got Cam Miller out there. So this will be interesting. On the Las Vegas Raiders 32-yard line, a shotgun formation. We've got multiple receivers out here. And here's the snap. We'll wind up and throw to the tight end. The catch is made down at about the 39-yard line. Hurry up offense. This will bring up a 2nd down and 3. And they're going to say 17 seconds. And I can see him going like this. So we've got Pete Carroll trying to have a quick conversation. The final timeout was taken by the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders called the final timeout. They're going to add a few more seconds back on the clock. It's Miller time. Will they play if it's tied? I don't know, Julie. I don't know if they're going to play for overtime or not. But we are tied up at 23-23 with 20 seconds left to go. It's a 2nd down and 3. 20 seconds. They need a big play, and they need a field goal. They need to change the entire unit mid-play because they won't be able unless they can spike the football. Here's the snap, dropping back, guys. Cam Miller needs to scramble. He needs to just get this one off. The catch is made. He goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line with 14 seconds left to go. Good patience right there. That's good for a 1st down. A big 1st down for the Las Vegas Raiders up to the Seattle 41. They can get one more playoff if they play the corners here. But they got to make sure that this play, Seattle calls a quick timeout now. Oh, man. Now Seattle calls a timeout, bro. What? 23-23, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks are cooking right now. Less than 40 likes to get to 400 if you've been watching for a while. Thank you, Country Kisses. Appreciate that. And, of course, follow your host because he's – thank you, Travis. Appreciate that, sir. The football, Edgar, is above my head. You see this right here? That's who has the football right now. Okay. 14 seconds left to go. 14 seconds left to go here. 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They need one big play, ladies and gentlemen. Just one big play and a spike. But they got to make it happen quick, because if they take too long to throw the football, they will not have time to spike. They need to either get an incomplete pass, they need to complete a pass and try to get some yardage here. Here's the snap. There's the throw. This goes out of bounds, a gain of 9. Don't know what this all is. Okay. Let's do this. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. Okay. This could be it, guys. 9 seconds left to go. Wow, they're really going to do this again. 9 seconds left to go. We've got ourselves a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. There's the throw. It's incomplete with 5 seconds left to go. And Miller comes off. Here comes the walk-off field goal. It's possible. It is possible, y'all. It is legitimately possible. Here we go with 5 seconds left on the clock. This is it. This is for all the marbles in the opening preseason game between the Las Vegas Raiders. Carlson will line up here. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's blocked. The Seattle Seahawks blocked the kick. Let's go. And that is the end. There is no overtime. It is preseason, guys. The final score will be 23-23. And that is all she wrote. So there is no overtime. A blocked field goal right there is how this game ends. Incredible. Wow, dude. Wow. That's insane, man. So I guess Pete Carroll a little bittersweet after that game. I mean, he didn't lose. He didn't win, but he didn't lose to the Seattle Seahawks. I can't think of a more appropriate way for this to go. Juana, thank you for subscribing. What a game, dude. That was pretty sick. That was a really fun game, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching this live stream. Amazing game. Seahawks are so much better than last year. Great block, but it ruined the game winner, says AR Angler. It sure did. That was pretty wild. Sparky saying Mario, thanks. I appreciate you, Sparky. Damon saying Seahawks. Caleb saying Seahawks. Keeper saying Raider. UC saying love Pete 100%. I guess a tie for a tie, huh? A tie for a tie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the final score of this game. They're going to show the replay here of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm not going to cover this one. Is the game over? Him 140? According to my scoreboard, it sure is. Far side says final. There is no overtime in preseason football, so that is the final score of this game. It ends in a tie. It ends in a tie. Whoops. 23-23. Ends in a tie, 23-23. Puro pinche Seahawks, says Ed. Anyways, all right, guys, that's all I've got. I will be live tomorrow. I haven't decided which game I'm going to cover, man, but I do appreciate y'all. Thanks, Ed Nino. Thank you so much for those kind words, man. We're going to keep grinding, dude. We're just going to keep doing this until we end up being the best channel on YouTube when it comes to live streams, bro. That's literally our goal. We want to be the best. I want to be the best. I want to do whatever I can to get there, so c'est la vie. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm off. I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, if you guys come back. Until next time, you've been watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Let's effing go. By the way, before I do that, here's your chance one last time, guys. Click the link. Sign up. Win $100, man. $100. I'm giving out $100 if you can guess all the winners in week 1 right. Let me know. I'll let you guys know. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, guys.